host here. So at the top left, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am BigBirdBigDaddy, and I don't know what else should I talk about. I've been streaming since the end of January, I think, into August.
Hmm.
So about I don't know how many months is that now? 4 months? 3 months? 4 months. Um, and I'm happy to be here. Happy to be part of this.
Okay, so
Hmm.
so we got Big Bird, Big Daddy at the top left, Mad Mike at the
Hi,
bottom
hi.
left there, and
Ooh, I'm in the bottom left.
MBM321 at the bottom right.
Yo.
Yeah. Um, okay, Mike, maybe a brief introduction for yourself too.
Alright, so I'm Mad Mike. I'm a variety streamer. I play a multitude of single player games, and recently I've been playing Monster Hunter. And I've been streaming since early July, and I've been on and off this entire year because of internet issues. But it's been going good lately, so I've been streaming a lot of Monster Hunter and just playing single player games.
Nice.
I don't know what else to say, that's about it.
Damn those internet issues too. It's
Dude,
like
I hate
the one
internet.
thing that really can just knock everything out.
It
That's what you
can,
get when you live in
yeah.
the woods.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, MBM.
Hello, everyone. My name is MBM321, also known as Multi. You guys might know me as that. I'm also a variety streamer as well. I've been streaming since my first stream was in July of 2019 last year, but I didn't really start streaming until I guess you could say like September of last year as well. And I've been streaming pretty consistently since. So yeah, just here to have a good time with everybody and try to do things that aren't always games and stuff. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so you got a full year, over a full year under your belt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was it again for you, Mike?
I started in basically January, so
Okay.
like of this year.
Yeah, and Big Bear?
Big
I
Bear.
Yeah,
Big Bird. It's gonna
I,
happen.
I mean, honestly, people
I
can
thought I
call me
had it. Like
whatever.
the past week, I've been good about that, and then Big Bear just comes out. Oh gosh.
Since the
Perfect start.
end of January, early August,
Mm.
Of this
basically
year.
of this year.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause like I don't know. So I started in I think September. In September.
Yeah.
So
September, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's been 3 months, and then like I always feel like as if you guys have been doing it a lot longer, you know.
Yeah.
But everybody I've met too, I feel like still the new guy here. So it's really interesting to hear like what everybody's journey is and how long everybody's been streaming and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then just a quick um, recap for myself. I mean, this is my channel right now that where I'm streaming right now, of course. But for anybody who doesn't know, I think it's what I've developed into is a variety streamer as well. I started with some video games, but it's kind of built into just like these random different things, like a puppet show, for example. This talk show, which is really cool to start up and do for our first time here with our special guests right now. So um, whatever that's happened this year, and then like I think for us, since I guess we're kind of the smaller streamers and kind of the newer streamers too, overall, I think it makes us think about what's coming up next, and it's probably been a
Mm.
good year for all of us for what we've been trying to do. Um,
Es- Especially with COVID.
yeah, and the thing with COVID, right? So it's kind of maybe put us in the situation where, okay, let's find our outlet, right?
Yeah.
To do the things we want to do, and but still be able to connect with people, because that's the kind of the biggest thing that's been the problem with COVID, that we can't
Mm-hmm.
actually see that many people face to face. And which is one of the things I thought we could discuss this round here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that, and how has the year been for you guys? And
Mm.
how does that relate to you and into with your streaming, and what it's kind of how it's grown your own channel in a way?
Hmm. That's a lot.
It is.
Hmm.
It is.
Well, I guess I could start. What do you guys think? Well,
Hmm.
yeah, COVID hit. Beginning of this year, I didn't think of ever streaming. Like it wasn't the first thing that came to my mind.
Hmm.
Until it hit about March is when everything started to go crazy. And then I started because I had a lot more time on my hands. Um, I started to go on Twitch more. I'd always had my Twitch account just to follow like speed runs and things like that.
Yeah.
And I watched Critical Role, the D&D show. That's
Oh yeah.
basically that's
Yeah.
basically all I used Twitch for.
Yeah.
And I figured, okay, I'll check out some people, and I found an old friend from high school that was streaming, and he's doing well for himself. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He did mention he was going into full time streaming, and so I watched it
I
and how
didn't
he
mean
interacted.
to
Huh?
interrupt,
Sure.
but I think the audio. Jim, have you been seeing the chat? People are saying the audio is not coming through for us.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
Modot said it, and
So
then Soy pointed
thanks
out. Sorry, I
everybody
didn't
out
mean to
there.
interrupt.
Okay.
hmm.
I'm not really sure what to do
How
because
about on my end, guys? Can you guys hear me?
I think no, they could probably only hear me, but not. Yeah, they can only hear me. So
Yeah, I have the stream up, and I can't hear Big Bird at all.
I I ran into this issue on my stream as well, where like I'd have people in my Discord calls, and the audio
yeah.
from their side wouldn't come in for some reason. I don't know if it's a
Okay.
setting on Discord or what, but I ran into that
Um,
problem last night.
I'll try to do a. Well, that's the one thing we forgot to test. That's on me though.
It
I'll try
happens.
to make a different source into the OBS.
Yeah, let me
Hmm.
see.
It's so strange how that like doesn't convert when you're trying to record the audio.
Yeah, the alternative is
Continuing.
if I just use my speaker and everybody can hear you guys, but that's not
Wait,
really
I have an
the
idea.
nicest option.
Do we have streamer mode enabled?
Uh,
Does that block audio?
From from the Discord?
No, it
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that like disabled our audio feeds or whatever.
okay. Um, I just have I have my on my OBS. I have it's capturing my mic, and I have it capturing my desktop audio.
Hmm.
Desktop audio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
mine's doing the same thing too. But maybe I need to create another one. Let me just try that.
okay.
It's so weird. How do we
Yeah.
get this to capture?
So there's
Yeah, I
that
can't say I've ever
source
had this
there.
problem before.
Me
The
either.
desktop should be going to there.
You can hear everyone. Okay, cool. Thanks, Tori.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Tori can hear through yours.
Yeah.
And then
Her and Wumbo can hear everybody on my
Hmm.
on my end.
Hey Soybean, are you able to hear everybody at this point? Hmm.
Strange.
There's this, and then that's on. Let me check my Discord. Streamer mode is enabled. That means it should be fine, right? On Discord.
Someone
Yeah.
needs to talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Blah blah
Oh,
blah.
just
Yeah, yeah.
la di da di da.
Test.
These nuts.
Anything, Soybean? They're talking, but
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Welcome to the void. Mm-mm-mm.
mm.
Party.
I'm totally
Um,
saying stuff right now.
so wait,
Sponsored by
so
talking.
Big Bird, you have your your mic is on, of course, on your
Hmm.
source with your sourcing, and then yeah, the audio capture. Um,
Yeah, I have both.
maybe I see. Let's see. Put to that.
Hmm.
Okay, how's that? Okay, you guys start talking again.
Okay.
Hello, can you
I
guys
can't
hear
hear you.
Hello.
us?
Sponsored by
Hello,
talking.
can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us? Hmm.
They're
Hello.
talking. Nope, still
Nope,
no.
nope. Oh
Oh no.
no.
Oh no.
Well, this
Damn.
bombed.
Yeah.
Well.
Perfect.
Yeah. Shoot. Should have tested that one one thing.
Hey Jonathan. Yeah, they can hear me on my side. I don't know. Do you have? Let's see.
Is there a setting on Discord that Big Bird has or that you don't have? Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's too many
we're chatting through
factors.
Discord.
It's definitely an OBS thing.
I think it's
Yeah,
OBS.
like
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I have it just recording my desktop, and I have my mic
Hmm.
recording my mic too, so they can hear all four of us, at least
I
on my
see.
end. That's the only two audio options I have right now.
Huh.
Properties
Neat.
here, default. Okay, I'm gonna test a few more things. The backup plan is just I'll just host your channel, Big Bird. But okay,
To be
can
honest.
everybody hear everybody else now? Everybody in the chat, can you hear these guys? You can
Test, test, test,
test
test.
one.
Test.
Test.
Can you hear me?
Nope, that's not it.
Should I
And
start
then
singing Bakami Tai?
Yeah, Wumbo says on my stream you can hear all four of us. On your stream, it's just you.
ah, dang.
Well, worst comes to worst, we just cancel Jim and host you.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Big Bird
let's
is the
give this a
captain now.
couple more things here. I mean, we might have to do that. I mean, it's
Thanks,
unfortunate
Beast
though, but
Mentality for the sub.
oh
These
well.
things
Appreciate it.
happen. We'll buffer it out for next
Yeah,
time.
no
Yeah.
luck there. Discord.
Just rip Big Bird's bod.
Definitely
Yeah,
not
you could. Well, yeah, I mean, we can do that. That's not a problem.
Sweet.
Still nothing, huh, guys? Chat, everybody in the chat.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, let's. Okay,
Plop it over to Big
Every...
Bird.
yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sorry, everybody, but here's the special shout out to Big Bird right now.
The
Big
OG.
Daddy.
Big Bird saved the pod.
I had a feeling.
There you go.
That's why I decided to stream too. I was like, "There's
Yeah.
That's why I
if
didn't
anything were to
stream.
go wrong."
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, sorry, I'm gonna end the stream here, but we're gonna be chatting with Big Bird, and he's the new host. He's the real host behind the
Oh my
scenes.
god. No,
Big Bird.
I'm
Just
not.
kidding.
I'm a proxy host.
Welcome
Oh,
to
thanks
the
for the
Bird
follows, you
podcast.
guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's it. I'll end the stream and then but we'll continue.
We'll give
Yeah.
everyone a
So
bit to head over.
Transition.
Yeah,
yeah,
to transition over.
go ahead and head on over. I'll shout out again. Yeah, we're putting Jim Jam podcast into the casket right now.
Ha ha ha.
Well, what I tell you about our reputations are at stake right now.
I never had a reputation to begin with. Let's go.
Okay, I just ended the stream there. So
All right, time to cancel Big Bird. Let's go.
all right, we're heading
Now we can
to
say
Big
now you
Birds.
can say whatever you want now, Jim. You have nothing.
Oh no!
I
have I
know,
done?
There's less rules
It's
here.
all
What
on
have
him.
I done?
Yeah.
I mean, except
Now you're
that it still
free.
has my name right at the top of the thing.
I mean, hey, it works.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh
this
shoot,
is
I should have.
great.
I don't know why I didn't raid you instead. Crap.
Nice, nice job,
That's
Jim.
true.
I just
This is
ended.
great.
It's just like,
I feel
Oh, this is
so
good.
stupid.
oh no! Guys, it's okay. It's
Oh my
okay.
god. Okay, I'm hosting you now. Okay.
Yeah, now I gotta host Big Bird. Fuck.
Just see, like how easily like my brain falls apart when something goes wrong. Okay,
Oh,
so
no, that's too
here we
funny.
are.
That's great. Perfect. Best podcast
All right.
ever.
I know. We're just working out the kinks, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the very first podcast episode, so it's all good. I'll still try to pretend to be the host. I guess we don't really
Pretend.
have to start over or anything. Except
No, we don't.
no, actually, well, actually, some people. I mean, they could watch the VOD, but let's actually back up. Might as well
You
back
can
up.
watch the
Rewind.
VOD.
Rewind every. Let me
Nothing
finish.
nothing happened.
Yeah.
We just started.
Okay. All right. That's
Fake
okay.
news.
So everybody in Big Bird's channel, hey, I'm Jimocchio. So this is the first episode of the Jim Jam podcast. The name is maybe set, but I think it's pretty good. It's there's a possibility it'll change, but regardless, we're here to talk about some real life issues or some podcasting type activities, of course, and gaming, absolutely, obviously. So, thanks for joining up, and just a brief intro about myself. So, I would consider myself a variety streamer at this point. Play mostly RPGs. Fortnite is a very constant thing for me too, and things like this, like the talk show starting up, and a puppet show or two. We'll see. Um, it's going to be a little bit of everything as the months go by. So we'll get to see a lot of different things coming from my way. All right, next up,
One of you
Big Bird, go
two.
ahead.
Oh, you want me to go? Okay. Uh, Hi everyone. I'm BigBirdBigDaddy. I am also a bit of a variety streamer. Streamer recently. Um, I've started streaming back in the end of July, early August, and I'm having great time. Getting to meet everybody and you know building up a wonderful group of viewers and friends and all that. So I'm really happy for this podcast today.
Yeah, good to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
it's
we're all
my turn
excited.
now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my name's MadMike. I'm a variety streamer too. I think we're all variety streamers at this point. We all don't need to point that out, but I'm a variety streamer. I play a multitude of games just like these other two. I play a lot of single-player games, and recently I've been playing Monster Hunter World, which has been a lot of fun. It's been really fun meeting new people and just enjoying the journey. I started streaming back in January, and it's been a wild ride because I've had a lot of internet issues. So it's been kind of on and off, but it's been a lot of fun.
All right.
All right, Malty, your turn.
Hi everyone. Once again, I'm MBM321, better known as Multi. I gotta change my name soon. But yeah, just like everyone here, variety streamer. If I could, I'd be an Apex Legends streamer, but CPU say no. So I'm just, just playing random games and
Blame it
stuff.
on the
But
CPU.
yeah, it's true, man.
It really is.
But I've been streaming since July of last year, 2019, but I didn't really start like actually streaming until I say September of last year. So yeah, been streaming for a while, and it just keeps getting better and better, like every month, every day. And yeah, we've gotten to the point where we can have a podcast with like just everyone that we've met from Twitch and stuff, and it's super cool. So I'm glad to be a part of this. Thank you for inviting us, Jim.
Yeah,
thank you, Jim.
thank you for inviting
Yeah.
us, Big Bird.
Well, no,
No.
thank you
Oh, yeah,
for
Big Bird,
putting us
thank you.
together.
No, it's
Invite us
just
to Big Birds.
I was just laughing to myself earlier because I forgot to raid you instead. But
Oh,
um,
Jesus.
no, it's good to have you guys. I think like as small streamers, we are also I think we feel established enough at this point where we can do something like this. So we have something to say, and I like what you said, Multi, where it feels better and better as the days go by, and I think that's probably it's partly because of what we're trying to do ourselves, but it's because we're meeting new people every day. Um, in the community, the whole community, and people coming like raiding left and right, or that you just happen to meet and like just visiting someone else's stream. So
The fact that
it's always
there's
nice.
a community to begin with is just huge. Like you don't just
Very
have to.
much
You're not
so.
just streaming to like anybody out there and just waiting for maybe someone to come in, but like it's not like you expect everyone to be there all the time, but just knowing that there is a community that exists like that, it's pretty crazy. I think most of us feel. I know I never expected anything like this when I first started streaming, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Especially in the
same here.
beginning.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all can agree that, like, in the beginning, it's the worst because you literally have to build everything up.
It's incredibly stressful.
Viewers. Yeah, very.
There's because we don't expect it, right? It's these barriers that start to be kind of invaded in a sense, but not from people in town. It's invaded from people across the country or across the world too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And something about that is scary, but once we get past that, it's actually pretty exhilarating and fulfilling.
It's very like camera shy-y, where it's like, uh-oh, somebody's in my chat. I have to act now. How you doing?
Yeah,
Hi.
it's a little bit of that.
It's
It is
just
a
like,
little bit of
oh.
that, and right, trying to figure out how to speak with somebody who might have like a very different culture from you, right? Or
Yeah.
different interests, and usually they have the same interest in the video game that you're playing. That's why they probably stopped in for the first time anyway.
Yeah,
But
everybody stops in for the video game, and then the key is to get them to stay for the person. And that can be kind of hard sometimes, where
mhm.
like you play one game and then people are there for the game, but when you want to branch out, those same people might not stay.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of different niches that are out there, and it's like what was really interesting, at least for me in my the 3 months that I've been doing this, it's
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get an understanding of like who wants to stick around and then who happened to stop by and completely left.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and obviously too the what time of day is it or what day of the week is it? There's all sorts of
Exactly.
dynamics there where or some people are students and some people work or some people are like just different things that they're busy with, right? So there's
Mm-hmm.
something about we learn so much about the intricacies of streaming and how we're actually connecting with people left and right. Yeah. Somewhat related to all that, um, this year being the year of COVID. Now,
Mm.
now I'll just kind of introduce the topics again to
First
everybody.
year of COVID.
Yeah, the
The
year of
first year of
COVID. Let's
COVID,
go.
the first year of COVID. Let's see what happens next year. Um, so yeah, so the group that we have together here, we're mostly yeah, we're all really just kind of small streamers, but with enough experience under our belt at this point. Now, so much has happened for us this year, and I think it's a good time, especially now that we're hitting Christmas time, the holidays, and the end of the year, and having
Mm.
been such a challenging year for in a lot of ways for everybody. It's Now's a good time for us to kind of think back on this year and reflect. And
Mm.
this year being, I think, a very good, successful, fun year, fulfilling year for all of us here and the viewers too. How does this set us up for next year? And um, I'm gonna toss it right back at you, Big Bird, to start again.
Sure.
What you were talking about with um, what your year has been like, and how has that affected you and how you view streaming going forward?
Yeah. So, like I started basically, COVID hit. I didn't give Twitch a second thought. Like I had no interest or even thought of streaming. Even doing anything on YouTube, didn't have a thought. But when you have so much time, and at least initially, you want to fill that time with something constructive. And
Mm.
I had my old computer and it wasn't working very well. And I said, well, maybe I had happened to catch an old friend of mine from high school and college who streams, and he's doing really well for himself. And I said, oh, this actually looks like fun. Actually stayed behind and watched a stream that's interactive. The streams I had watched before were like games done quick, with speed runs and Critical Role, where it's basically a show. There isn't really interaction between the streamer and the audience.
Mm.
And that was like really the first time I sat down and watched something where there's actual interaction. I was like, this actually looks like a lot of fun to be able to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need a new computer anyway. So
Hmm.
maybe I'll use that as motivation to actually do something and maybe give streaming a try. So
Mm.
it took me like a couple months, but I slowly got parts from my computer and I built it and I tried it out for the first time, and there were streams where there would be literally nobody there except Nightbot.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
everyone's been there at one
Nightbot.
point. Nightbot, my only friend, and
Yep.
you just gotta. I guess it learns that I learned when I was doing that, where I just played a game. Like I didn't care about anything else that was happening. I was
Mm.
very just focused on the game, and like okay, it doesn't matter if I'm not streaming to anyone. And it sort of helped that I used to upload videos to YouTube. It's sort of a similar
Mm-hmm.
vibe, at least back then when I didn't have anyone to interact with. And it
Mm-hmm.
was sort of like, okay, I'm talking while I'm playing the game. It's kind of like I'm recording a video for YouTube. That's how I viewed it as. And that
Mm-hmm.
sort of helped with the fact that nobody was watching early on
Yeah, because you
initially.
started off with YouTube, right? Like
Hmm.
you had like a, I guess you could say like a following on YouTube, and then.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I started YouTube back in 2011, and I
Mm-hmm.
focused a lot on Pokemon was my big thing. So Pokemon Wi-Fi battling, where I would battle other, not just people on YouTube, but people on different forums online, and I
Okay.
would take the video of that battle and I would put it on my computer. I would narrate and talk over it, my thought processes, things like that, and then I
Mm-hmm.
would, upload that to YouTube. And that was basically what my channel was about back then, for
Mm-hmm.
a year and a half, 2 years. And I slowly built it up, and then I got back into college and trying to finish that. So that sort of fell at the wayside, and eventually it just went away. Where I wasn't even interested in the in uploading anything anymore, just because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to
Yeah,
not just
Yeah.
it's a lot of effort.
yeah, not just
It
to do
takes so
the
much time.
yeah exactly, not just to do the battle, but then I had to record it and all that and talk over it. And if I made a mistake, I had to edit that out. And then the actual uploading time takes a long time too. So after a while,
Mm.
your whole process of editing videos takes 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours. And
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
time it gets online, and that sort of over time just really drained me. In addition to
Mm.
going to class and stuff, so I was like, I don't think I
Mm-hmm.
can keep this up anymore. It's just a lot of work.
Yeah,
But yeah.
there's so much time that we spend on uh like outside of the stream itself. There's a lot of time outside of it that we spend with planning or fixing videos. I don't do video uploads like you guys do, but
Hmm.
I know there's a lot of work that goes into editing and like
Mm-hmm.
because we're also our own best critique in a lot of ways. So we're
And
really
like,
critiquing
yeah,
our work, that our recordings and everything, our audio, and trying to fix that however it can be fixed. But um, like one of the things that I learned about really quickly was, oh, so this is what it's like to be so concerned about lighting and about setup and about
Hmm.
About lighting.
audio. About
Yep.
like lighting was such a pain in my first few weeks.
Right.
Um, I'm like I know even now I can still do things better, but it's like I don't want this bright light in my face at the same time. So
Yeah.
there's got to be different ways to go about doing that and improve the stream. But
Mm.
the whole process from the beginning, especially since we uh, all of us went through that process of the silent beginning, the
Oh
kind
yeah.
of the
Yes.
quiet build beginning. So it's like we're constantly thinking of, okay, what do we need to do? What do we need to do to make this stream, this channel look a little bit better? How do we polish it? So it's
Mm.
really interesting to hear about our what our journey was, because it's very critical
Mm.
for I think it's like make or break almost. Like some people just
Mm-hmm.
can't handle the hassle of moving things around and stuff.
oh yeah,
Um,
For
except
sure.
except except I'd say like if you guys out there, if you really want to do this, it's totally worth it. It totally
Oh,
is
it
worth it. I
is.
think you
Yeah.
guys like can say
Yeah. By
feel the
by
same
far, it's
way.
worth it.
Totally worth it.
A
Totally
hundred
worth it.
percent. Like I remember when I first started, all I had was this laptop that I got now and a Blue Yeti, and it wasn't even on a mic arm. I didn't have a webcam either. I uh, I literally only started streaming because another streamer said, "Hey, I like your personality. You should try streaming." And
Yeah.
literally all I had was the Blue Yeti sitting on my desk. Like the audio was terrible. It was just I was just playing Rocket League for the
Mhm.
longest time, and somehow, some way in January I got to affiliate, and then when I got to affiliate, I think I realized at that point that I wanted to stream, and so I bought a webcam and I got a mic arm, and I really started to ramp up production quality, which anybody that doesn't stream probably doesn't know. Streaming is basically like a one-man production. A lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people
Yeah,
assume as the
Yeah.
viewer that
that's the
it's
thing.
not.
It's one man production.
That's
It
literally what
is.
it is. And everybody that doesn't stream probably thinks, oh, this is easy. You know, you're sitting in front of a camera talking to people playing a video game. But then you start to stream and you're like, oh, I have to make sure all this shit works. So,
Yeah,
like, the majority of people don't see the back end of stuff that you do before stream to make
Mhm.
sure everything works. And then you have moments like today where the audio doesn't work
it's
on
like,
the
dang it.
on the podcast. So, you know, stuff like that happens a lot until
Yeah,
you get a format down.
yeah, that's a good point too. It's like you need
A lot of
to have a
trial and
backup
error.
plan. Trial and
Yeah,
error, definitely.
so
Um,
much trial and error.
yeah. Which kind of, I'm wondering, like, what, all you guys, like, what's your biggest fail that you've experienced?
For me,
Stream
I
related?
Yeah,
streaming related.
yeah,
For
streaming
me, it
related,
was
like,
streaming and then not realizing my mic was muted for like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yep,
Damn.
wasn't paying
But
attention. Thought my
like,
mic
isn't
was
it?
on. Nope.
It's so great when one of the viewers says something too and lets you know.
This was back when I
Yeah.
had no viewers, so that's probably why.
Ah, shucks.
Mm.
I literally had to go back in my VOD and I was like, why can't they hear me? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Okay.
that's like the most like fail I think I've ever had on stream. I never really had much of a true failing as things go. Like what about you guys? Did you guys have any major fails on stream?
Major fails.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
I can
Big Bird. I can
I
think of a
can
few for you.
I can
yeah, I
I
got
think
one
didn't
for
of
want
you
to say
too, Big
something.
Bird.
anything. I didn't want to say anything.
I can
I got
I can
something for
think of a
Big Bird.
few for you.
Like, it's right in front of us too, and right behind you.
Yep.
Alright.
All the so
I
many
feel cheated,
streams.
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel cheated.
I'm
Fake
sorry you
news.
thought it
Not a
was a
bug,
window,
it's a
but
feature. They're not fails, they're features of Big
yeah,
Bird stream.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
their originality traits is what we call them.
Yeah.
I'm original. I have fails in my streams.
Yeah, I think yeah, and I see. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought this was a window behind. It's not a window behind me.
Everyone's
It
It's just like
shocked right now.
it's like a divide. Yeah, everyone's shocked.
it dead ass
It's,
looks like a window.
it's I
Beautiful
forgot
style.
to zoom this camera
When
in
we
on the
first started the
scene.
call, everyone was like, "It's not a window. Like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? That's not a window.
See, like right now it's 4:30, so it's kind of early for you to be streaming. You usually stream later, right? So it's too dark for anybody to notice.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that is
yeah.
one of the things. Yeah, because
Uh,
I normally stream around. Like I went back and I was looking at some of my old vods because I'm starting to upload them like in its entirety on YouTube. And
Mm-hmm.
like one of the
I noticed you
first,
started uploading the Bioshock VODs, right? Your
yeah,
first game
the
that
very
you played on
first
stream.
ones, yeah,
That's cool.
Oh god, I
Those are
have to
yeah,
sick,
watch
though.
those.
yeah. The
Me too.
very first stream was Bioshock, and that one I did it in the morning, so it feels weird when I like today up starting to stream a little bit earlier than I normally do. I'm like, oh, there's still light outside. That's kind of weird, but
It's not that weird for me considering it's like 7:30 here.
yeah, well for you guys, yeah,
Yeah, for
but
the East Coasters,
yeah.
it's like, oh, this is normal.
but yeah,
So,
Yeah.
this is a I'm sure a shocker for a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah. It's very apparent at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. Yeah. Well, Multi. What about you? Your what were your beginning days like? How was that whole experience?
Yeah, so I want to know.
Beginning days. Um, they were pretty tame, I would say. Like, honestly, it's just, yeah, you kind of pointed it out. Like, I have been streaming for more than a year, but it
Mhm.
doesn't feel like it. Probably because the way I stream now and the stuff and how I stream is completely different from how I used to stream like back then. Like,
Mm.
um, I was definitely like the first one out of my friend group because I have a bunch of friends, like IRL friends, friends I've been online that started streaming because like, they saw me do it. I'm not saying like, oh, it was because of me, but like, they just saw that like, um, someone like me could do it, and it's true. Anybody can do it. Like anybody can just start streaming, and that's why I
Mm-hmm.
did it. It's because like
Yeah.
I was noticing that, um, I had Twitch back then in like 2014. I think I
Mm.
used it. I think I
Oh wow.
created
Yeah.
a Twitch account to watch like a like a Markiplier charity stream or something,
Yep.
and
Hey,
like
yeah, I've done
that
that
was
before.
the
Yep.
first and last time I used Twitch. Like I didn't understand the appeal of watching streamers back then because it was always the big streamers, like
Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
One, stuff like that, and
All the
to
ones that
me,
don't interact with chat and are just dicks.
exactly, yeah, and to me there
Mm.
was no reason as a viewer to watch any of those big streamers. Um,
Because it just felt like YouTube at that point, right?
yeah,
Like
like I could
you,
just go to YouTube because YouTube was still like good YouTube back then, and it was like enjoyable
back
stuff on
before all the
there.
copyright claims.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Which, speaking of that, that's a perfect topic to get into. The DMCA claims on Twitch and YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good topic.
Yeah,
It's good to
that's a
chat
whole
about.
nother thing.
That's a pain in the ass on its own.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to the DMCA stuff, Twitch's response has really kind of irked me because their response is if you want to not deal with the DMCA stuff, you can pay $5. If you're new, you can pay $5 and get affiliate with Monster Cat Gold included, so you could have DMCA free music. But I feel like for the people that are already affiliates, that kind of leaves a bad taste in the people that had to grind for so many hours to get affiliate, to then turn around and say, "Oh, you can just buy it
Yeah.
now."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. That was weird to me too when I heard that you can spend money to do it. I
Like
kind of like.
all the community building and the grinding and all that just goes out the way for $5, and it's just kind of like a slap in the face.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
dumb, but honestly, yeah, not surprised considering
Well,
it's
Like,
how every big thing. You just want to
mhm.
monetize everything.
Yeah, that's like the other thing too. Other streaming platforms like Facebook, rather than making you pay for things, they went out their way to like legally buy a lot of the copyrighted stuff so that streamers didn't have to worry about it. Which is what I wish Twitch would do, honestly. Instead of trying to make you pay for something you don't really need or shouldn't need to stream just for safety
Mm.
reasons,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I remember
It's
when that wasn't really that wasn't even a thing that people thought of, especially with
yeah, me
YouTube.
too.
Especially with
Hmm.
YouTube, like
mm,
I didn't worry about uploading video game music or anything related to any type of
Hmm.
music on my
yeah,
channel.
yeah,
Like it just wasn't a thought in anyone's minds at the time.
Well,
Uh,
because most of the music is in the games we're playing, so it's just
mhm,
like clearly, if I can play the game, there shouldn't be an issue with the audio, in theory, right?
mhm.
Like,
right.
especially under copyright law, you're basically protected in theory. So, nobody thinks about that, and then now in this environment, in 2020, you get copyright claims for music that's not even real music in the game. I get so
It's
many copyright claims now.
Yeah,
it's yeah, it is unfortunate because just to have another restriction or a restriction on what we can, because what we're doing is creativity related. It's creativity based, and we just want to put whatever we can out there just to make
Hmm.
a really good vibe, good time, right?
right.
Um, and it's
Yeah,
just tough to just be like Death Stranding had something like a song, and it has several songs in it when you're traveling
a
through it.
a lot
Uh,
of songs. Yeah.
yeah. So I stopped
The
playing it
only
because
content minimum
partly
on
because of that, but for other reasons too. But it's like, oh, it's just
there.
it's kind of too bad. You can't just like pick up a game and just stream it and without any
It
worries.
doesn't it hamper like the creativity too? Like the whole point of streaming that I love is that you can literally before this DMCA stuff, you could literally do anything and be relatively
Yeah.
fine because the
Hmm.
VODs would get muted. There wouldn't be much of a copyright dispute, and you could just do whatever. And it was like the one true bastion of freedom from
Hmm.
even YouTube, you know. And to see Twitch now following suit with YouTube is kind of heartbreaking in a way for a lot of us that started before the DMCA stuff happened. Um, at least for me. But nowadays,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like if you want to play a game, you have to mute the music.
Yeah, bringing it back to Jim's question, like asking me how it was like in the original day, like when I first started out, it's
Hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
used to have a channel reward, and I think a lot of people did too. It was like, anyone could come in. It was a great way to get people to interact because everyone likes to hear like
Yeah.
the music they like on stream and stuff. And then
Oh
I'm
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
sure there's
Right.
like
Yeah.
so many other people out there that used to have
Song
song
request.
requests, channel points, right? Stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep. Yep.
And I
Mm-hmm.
remember my first couple streams, like that was so helpful to have because I didn't like talking by myself. I didn't like talking to myself
Mm.
or anything like that. So I would just play DBD, like killer games or something, right? And then
Right.
like my first couple VODs would just be me, just nothing going on. I didn't have
Just
webcam until like March of this year. So for like almost six
same.
months, it was just nothing. But
Yeah.
having the option for people to come in and ask to play a song, like it didn't force me, but it encouraged me to talk more to people and to connect with people that I might not have the same taste with, but the fact that they're here in the chat and stuff, it gives me something to talk about and relate with, and
It
it
gave you
was pretty
something as a
cool.
streamer to latch onto, didn't it? Like
Yeah,
I
Hmm.
remember
and
when I
that was
first
like a
started
really
streaming,
great
like
step in the beginning.
yeah, exactly. It's like one of those things where when you first start streaming, if you don't know what you want to do from the outset, like me, for example, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I was just like told, hey, you should stream. And so I started playing video games as an escape. But then, like, as, you know, the engagement started happening, I started to switch over to just chatting streams when I got my camera. And one of the things that kind of held engagement for me was playing, you know, song requests because it
Mhm.
gave people a reason to be in the stream, to interact, and to really just get to know you as a streamer. Because, you know, a lot of the times when I streamed, I usually play a game. But when I do just chatting streams, it was just a way for me to sit there and go, "Hi, how you doing?" and connect over music or
Yeah.
whatever the topic was. But
Yeah,
now it's
not to
kind of hard to
mention
do that.
all the people that play like the music categories, not like playing music themselves. Even then,
Like
like
making music.
Like
like
music
music games, like
covers or
Beat Saber,
oh,
like
okay.
Osu,
Ah,
stuff
true.
like
Yeah.
that, Just Dance, like their whole
Yeah.
entire thing is just like threatened. But like,
Yeah.
yeah.
True. Like all the license like all the licensed tracks in those games are just gonna kill their stream, and it's kind
hmm
of sad to be
I do
honest.
have a question though. Like,
Hmm.
obviously, yes, the DMCA thing, everyone knows about it, but I'm not saying
How,
this won't ever happen to affiliates,
mm,
but like, obviously, they're
mm,
going for the partners, right? Like,
right. They're going for the
loosely and
partners.
stuff. Like, I know that's a big streamer that like was copyright striked a lot, and that's where all the money
Mm,
is. So that's why they
right.
would go for it first. But has anybody heard of any affiliates like actually getting affected by DMCA?
So
I'm
I
not
have an
saying that it
answer
won't
for you.
happen down the line,
Hmm.
but like I'm just curious.
So I have an answer to that because I've gotten an email from Twitch, and they from the email that I read, they said the DMCA claims have been on hold. They've like stopped them from going through to give like a buffer for the streamers to be like, all right, this shit's gonna hit you soon, so we're gonna stop it so you can delete all your clips, all your VODs, whatever potential like threat you might have on your channel. This is your time to delete it. And then, like I think at the end of
Yeah,
this
I got
month
that
or
email
beginning of
too.
next year, they're gonna let the floodgate open, and we're all gonna get screwed.
Hmm.
So. That's like I haven't heard anybody that we know getting hit, but it's definitely a possibility in
Yeah.
the future for something of next year that we might get hit with. So I'm not looking forward to it. Like I have so many streams of me just jamming out the music that if I get hit, it's gonna be over.
Jeez. I did my homework. I looked at all my clips or whatever, and thankfully I didn't
Yeah,
have that much. Like I started just in September, so I think I'm
you didn't have
clear.
much of a backlog.
I think I'm clear. Yeah, no,
Let me
not
turn
a huge
the
backlog. So
channel as a backup, cause fuck. I didn't do anything about that yet.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, why would we? We haven't even gotten a notification once about it. So for us, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
well,
that's why I
fuck the
asked actually.
DMCA.
It's like,
But my guess is that they've held off until Twitch can kind of say, hey, we gave you the tools to not get fucked over. So I
Mhm.
think Twitch is just waiting for trying to catch up with all that to give us like a buffer zone. Is my guess.
Yeah, like they don't want everybody to freak out and then just like hundreds of people, thousands, however many people, just to get completely screwed over all of a sudden.
mhm.
It's probably not in their best interest because a lot of us
Fuck the
are up and
police.
comers and or that too. Yeah, like there's a lot like we're up and comers. Some of us are really gonna
Hmm.
get all the way. Maybe we'll see. Just keep trying, right? But
Yeah.
um, like it would just like if they suddenly did it now, right, and then just um, violations to everybody, then a
Yeah.
lot of viewers would be affected all as well, and I
A
think
lot
a
of
lot of people, just
communities.
so many people, would be rubbed the wrong way by that.
Yeah, it's like the majority of our communities, I think, like at least the ones that I've met, have a lot of streamers in them already, and so, like, you're literally going to be dismantling so many small communities within other small communities. Like, Twitch itself is going to implode if this DMCA stuff just runs wild, and so if Twitch doesn't address this properly, it's going to be really bad for their platform. And a lot of us are going to get boned in the process if they don't properly address this very soon.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to talk just briefly about like back to the f- how you pay $5 a month, right? For
Yeah.
people who can do that. Um,
Hmm.
Now, what's interesting about that is that it may be that suddenly there's two streams of streamers. No pun
Right.
intended, really, but because
Right.
there's us who went through the process, and there's so
Right.
much, but we learned so much in a short amount of time,
Hmm.
um, and gained all that knowledge and know-how. Now you have these, let's just call them the noobs, right? Who
Yeah,
get
the
to pay
noobs.
and get into it, and maybe it just makes you wonder, or makes me wonder a little bit, like the quality of content might be a little bit different. Where okay, we know how to. Well, I mean, not saying that we're great, right? But we're good. We're good. Maybe we're
We know
great,
more
but
than the noobs. Yeah,
yeah,
to
we
be
know
sure.
more than noobs. We went through uh, the ropes and everything. Now with let's say okay, they get in, and then the DMCA stuff hits.
Hmm.
A lot of people, these people here, they're going to be more affected because they don't know how to tough it out. I think
Right.
I think there's a
Right.
dynamic there that may be, but really down to the point of um, they might not get to see how much hard work it really takes to make this get there because getting to 50 followers took a while.
It's
Uh,
Yeah.
not easy.
it's not
Oh
easy,
yeah.
and then uh, just making something good, making a channel feel good for people. It
Mm.
does take a lot of learning.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was like uh, an interesting perspective, like where these people
Mm.
coming in who can do that, they're gonna
Yeah.
see it differently from how we would see it, I think.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
because
really good.
here, well, here's the thing with that, right? Those people that pay $5, like, they're not gonna have a fan base for any of that shit to matter in
Mhm.
the first place, because you have to have a following for any of the shit you buy to be relevant.
Hmm.
Like if you buy the, what are you gonna do if you pay $5 and you have zero fan base? You kind of need that buffer to gain the fan base for any of that stuff to be relevant to a new
Hmm.
streamer. Honestly,
Hmm.
so I just don't see much point in buying your way in to begin with. It seems kind
Hmm.
of silly. And then for us, the affiliates that like had to grind it out, my other question would be, do we gain access to that Monster Cat thing like for free since we grind it, or is it something we
It'd be
still have to
nice.
pay for?
It would
It'd
be
be really
nice,
nice.
but
It'd
Yeah.
be convenient. So, like, it's just stuff like that I've wondered about too. It's like, so do we get any sort of special treatment or no? Like, where's the line with
Probably
that
not.
too?
probably not
Probably not.
because
I do know.
Probably not.
we didn't
Yeah.
It's
pony
not
up
gonna
the
happen.
cash. Yeah, we
No.
didn't pony up the cash, so
Yeah.
it,
I,
You
I
do.
feel like
unfortunately.
they I just feel like they already take up a lot of our money, so I feel like they should just give it to us. They take 50% of what we get anyway
Mm.
as
You have
streamers.
a good point on that. Like, the fact that they have zero community, they just instantly hit affiliate. Considering how long it took, like, I mean, it took me a long time
Us,
to hit affiliate. It took everybody a long time. You know, it wasn't just like
yeah.
bam, like overnight. You know, and I had
Hmm.
a lot of like friends who also tried to stream and stuff, and like throughout like weeks, sometimes even days, they just realized it wasn't for them. You know, like
Hmm.
they just couldn't do it because like yeah, it is just people talking, just playing a game and stuff, but there's a lot more to it. Kind of hard to
Mm.
describe right now, but I think we all know like it's
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
It's
it's
like
not
makes
we
as
sense.
know.
Yeah.
hmm So
Yeah.
Yeah.
what I think is going to be interesting, like because you bring that up, is that they don't
Hmm.
know what it was like to first of all work for that goal because they wanted to work for that goal, and also how
Hmm.
hard it was. So when they
Mhm.
finally hit the goal without doing any of the work, and then like they're at the affiliate, they don't already have 50 followers, you're gonna have affiliates with like 0 followers and all that stuff, and you're gonna be like, what the
Hmm.
hell, what's going on? So
Yeah.
this really
Uh,
could, I don't think it's gonna backfire or anything because Twitch is gonna get the money anyways, but
yeah.
like
Right.
that is interesting. Honestly, if people want to spend their money on that, and
I,
having access to the Monster Cat library is like, and while we don't, because we didn't spend the money on that, it is kind of dumb,
that
but
kind of
like
rubs
at
me the
that
wrong
point,
way, considering like I said, they already like take 50% of what we get half the time anyway. So they should just like be like, okay, for all the affiliates that earned it, here you go. You know, that'd be fair.
I think
yeah,
something
they're
else to
probably not gonna
keep
do
in
that though.
mind too would be
Mm.
if, like, let's say they do apply for the affiliate thing, as
Right.
if they know other people who are streamers who are bigger, they'd be able to get help from them too. I
Of
mean,
course.
that's still a thing too, but
Oh yeah, yeah, that's usually how it
Oh,
is.
I'm
Like,
not saying it's not like a valid option.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure there are special cases, but for the majority of people starting out that don't have those connections, it just seems kind of stupid to do.
Right.
Because there's not going to be much reward from doing it if you're starting out. You know what I mean?
well, that's on them
Yeah.
Yeah.
personally. You know, if they
Yeah.
want to do that, and because like yeah, Big Bird's right. Like you know, people can. I mean, this year, like not even just us, but like a lot of people, like Ryan Higa, like for example, he
Mm.
started streaming. You know, he hit like affiliate like instantly because he already had a following. Like
Yeah.
there's people like that, but
Hmm.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't already have one, you do got to make it organically,
Hmm.
and
Right.
in some ways, that's like you know, it's tough.
That's
Obviously,
Yeah.
It
like if
it's
you
like
don't
a
have that organic following, it just
I
feels
appreciate the
disingenuous.
organic community. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's kind of like when you first decide to get a gym membership.
Mm.
It's like, okay, well, you're paying for it, but you better go to make the most out of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're
Exactly.
Right.
throwing your money away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Mm.
so, like, we were fortunate to make value out of from scratch, from
Yes.
scratch, and build that platform up. Um, Really,
So
the
did
only
you
difference though
really?
is simply uh the newcomers. They can pay $5 a month. But at that point, they can also get subs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
probably.
Starting
Yeah.
then.
They can
Okay.
get subs too.
They
Yeah,
can
they get
get
all that.
subs, they can get bits, and I think they can get emotes.
That's a good analogy, the
Ah,
gym
the
membership,
emotes.
Yeah,
because you
gym
Gym
could,
membership. I
Yeah.
membership.
get that.
Yeah.
because yeah, you can go to the gym outside and pay for a membership, or you could like,
Yeah.
you know, set up a home gym or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
All on
Right.
Yeah.
you. That's all on you to set everything up, equipment and all that stuff. Or you could just,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you're
Yeah.
still gonna do the work. Either
it's
way, you're still
convenience
gonna
over
do the
work
work.
ethic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Um, yeah, I mean that's like the clearest example, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, I was just sorry, I was just thinking about my stupid gym membership channel points thing. If you get it, make the most out of it.
Wait,
Make sure you
you,
show up.
you have a gym
Um,
membership rewards point? What?
Yeah.
it's just a silly thing.
That's cool.
if we were on my channel, I would
I was
show
good.
it.
I
It's
looked at
very
Big
cheap
Bird's
too. It's
channel points.
the
I was like, wait, where are they at? I was like, fuck, wrong channel.
We're on the wrong fucking channel.
there we go.
Oh
Nope,
man.
we're on Big Birds right now. Yeah, like the Paladin membership, that's the highest tier. It's like 25 points. That's
Mm,
all. Um,
yeah.
The funniest part was all the memberships were the same amount of points.
Jeez.
oh, geez.
Your memberships don't matter. They're all the same. Ha ha ha. Uh,
Ha ha.
But no, though, to end on that affiliate point that we've been making, I just feel like when the newcomers come and they buy the affiliate thing, I feel like they're gonna start it, get into it, and not see the return and want to leave the platform. So I think there's gonna be a desaturation of newcomers off the platform, like, and
Or simple
especially
people who
in the,
don't feel like they have that budget or something to be able to
yeah,
pay that.
yeah, exactly. There's gonna be a lot of gatekeeping. I think that's gonna happen, and so it just, I don't know. It just seems like there's going to be a lot of people that get turned off from Twitch from that. I think in the beginning, now that you can pay for it.
And I kind of want to make a point out to everybody out there. Because it sounds like we're bashing the newcomers a little bit, but it's not.
Right.
I think that's what you were
Uh,
saying, right? Were you saying that, Big Bird, earlier?
oh
But
yeah,
it's
no.
like no, it's like no, because I think part of the cool part is when you start to meet people too. Like
Yeah.
we all went through this, I'm sure. It's like we don't know what we're
Hmm.
doing as a newcomer. It was so good to have somebody who we were able to befriend in a different channel, to help us with little things to make it, to get us started. So even though it sounds like we're bashing the newcomers a little bit, um, like we're here for you too. Um, the more experienced people are probably still going to be there to help you with that transition, because regardless
Hmm.
of whether you pay for that membership or whatever you want to call it, it's a difficult road. Like very small percentage of people just fall into it and are brilliant at it.
Right.
They're just born like their children's stars or kid celebrities or whatever already. Just
Yeah, right.
they know what they're
Then
doing.
like the one person that I can think of that comes to mind is Yin. She blew
Yeah.
up in like a matter of months, and it's awesome. But unless you're like Yin, I don't see either of us blowing up. So, you kind of have to
Never
grind.
say never.
It's
Yeah.
never say
All
never.
it takes is
I'm not gonna discredit it.
set of
Yeah.
Can't
circumstances.
say that. I mean,
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
everyone grows at a different rate, and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not saying we can't work at it. I'm just saying like right off the bat type of thing. It's just kind of hard to
Yeah,
see that happening.
so about that, yeah, Yin's been doing great, and
Hmm.
there's something there that's special. But there's something there that's special with every streamer, right? Everyone's got a talent, a really
Right.
good talent, multiple talents. Maybe she has like so many talents that everybody just like loves flocking into her channel, right?
Hmm.
Um, but um, the point being that this is such a cool platform, being able to stream and try to show what we can do, but also have a good time and like interact with the community and everything, connect with people.
Hmm.
The I feel I like to say this a lot, but if everybody could just focus on the things that you want to be good at or that you enjoy, you're gonna get so good at it that other people around you, they're going to benefit from it. And
Hmm.
Twitch happens to be, and YouTube and whatever media type of source, happens to be that medium where we can share that and people can gain from it. So
Hmm.
and that kind of, I don't know if it's a segue, but it's a segue to something in my mind right now. So
Mm.
um, the the fact that we are influencers, whether we chose to be or not,
Mm.
I think
Fair
we
point.
just happen to be. Like even if you didn't choose to be, you still happen to be an influencer because you happen to be on stream and people happen to respect you or like your vibe and all that. So
Yeah, that
um,
comes apart as building a community, right? Like we
mhm,
might not be able to like control people or like make them do things, but we definitely have an impact on them to some degree, right? Because we're their source of entertainment. Like, regardless if it's just like two
Yeah.
people or whatever, we still make an impact on the people that come into our chat. And
Hmm.
and that comes back to how you want to build your community and your channel, right? Like that factors in, I think, when you're starting out, but also like when you've established yourself enough, you start to wonder like, okay, I've got enough people that watch me. How do I want to cultivate my channel? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's not completely driven from what we want to do. It's also a reflection of the community that's out there who's watching
E-
us.
exactly. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Symbiosis. What a
Yeah,
great
well
word.
said.
Yes.
Um, Now I had a thought just now, and it's fading away, unfortunately. That's why I have a piece of paper. I'm jotting things down so I don't forget. Um, yeah, I'll think of it later. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm just checking out
Uh,
chat for a
oh,
second.
okay. So what I was thinking, it's coming back to me, sort of. So when I first, so I didn't get into the Twitch vibe or Twitch scene until I think May, and the
Mm,
reason is this year, COVID,
right.
being at home. I'm kind of sick of YouTube. I need, it's something like that. But I was
Mm-hmm.
watching Dragon Quest 3 on YouTube, which led me to, oh, this person's pretty cool. I'm gonna go into his Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coming in with the perspective of, oh, these all these streamers, they're big streamers, and so I think like back to the topic of how okay, communities are coming in to view us, and it's kind of like we understand what that symbiotic relationship is.
Right.
Um, we are also viewers, by the way, everybody. Now, and the thing for me, it's like I didn't come into Twitch thinking that the people where I was watching, like there were a few streamers, big streamers that I was watching. I didn't think of it from the other perspective, but really,
Mm-hmm.
it's like everyone's just a normal human. And even for a big streamer who has thousands of viewers at a time, they also go watch other people's streams. And
Yep.
so um I think like for me, and I don't know if you guys went through the same thing, but I went through it where it's like it took me a couple months to realize and understand that um they're not it's not like they're a celebrity. It doesn't have to feel that way because that's what's so cool about being able to chat with the person directly on Twitch,
Right.
where
Instant
you
feedback.
it's instant feedback, and then that makes it feel human, and it starts to break down that barrier, especially if you
Mm-hmm.
happen to have that perspective of um, that wall is definitely there. But
Yeah.
when that starts to break down, it's such a relieving sort of feeling. And did you guys ever go through that situation? And do you
I
remember what it was like and who it was that you were watching?
I definitely do. For me, because when I started watching other streamers, I watched a. This was like in 2013, back when I like was like I don't know 15, I think, and I was new to Twitch, but like Twitch got integrated to me through YouTube. I used to watch this guy's YouTube videos, and then he started to stream on Twitch, and
Mm,
from that perspective, it really took the mindset of a YouTuber and kind of brought it down to a human level when I could go watch their streams because they would interact with me and engage. Whereas in a YouTube video, for example, you just hope that they read your comment and reply at some stage, which kind of like has
yeah,
this like weird disconnect of, oh, they're just the entertainer, you know? Whereas
yeah.
Twitch is like the inverse of that. It takes the entertainer mindset and flips it on its head. And for me,
It,
like that was one of the reasons I started doing Twitch, honestly, as much as I do now.
the people connection, right?
Yes, the people connection. Like when I first started doing Twitch, this was before COVID. I wanted to do Twitch as a way to meet new people because I couldn't go outside. Even before COVID, like because of my disability and stuff, it made it so much harder to go out and interact with people. So when I found
Mm,
Twitch, it was like this way for me to have social interaction that I never would have had otherwise. because I'm a homebody, just by design, and so
Hmm.
it allowed me to get comfortable, in terms of like speaking and just public speaking in general. I guess there's a lot of elements to it, but that was one of
Yeah.
my main reasons for starting Twitch.
Yeah. It's kind of the same for me too. I was looking for a community
Hmm.
where I could still be like focus on my interests, but I want to be able to connect with people too, and
Exactly.
actually build something there and be able to connect with more and more people in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, obviously this year was kind of challenging to be able to do that.
Well, like that's I think that's why Twitch for us is so important as streamers, isn't it? Like we fell in love with it like during COVID because we didn't have anything else to turn to in this strange and weird time that we live in.
Yeah,
And
but oddly
you know,
fortunate.
yeah, very
Oddly
very odd
fortunate.
and fortunate. It's like, oh, the
Yeah.
apocalypse is happening. Let's stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
so
Multi, do you remember like where you felt like a sudden shift in back to that question of like it felt like like there's the connections being formed. Like it's not just like you're watching a screen and behind a wall at that point. A
mm,
breakthrough and starting to connect with a streamer or a celebrity, if you want to call them,
A fellow
influencer.
influencer.
a
Influencer.
Yes,
fellow
Um,
influencer.
influencer.
yeah, I definitely do. I definitely remember when it really hit for me because for the longest time, like when I was streaming, and it wasn't until February, um, because it would stream like pretty frequently, but it would always be, it might as well have just been like you hop into someone's Discord call and people are just like, I would pay attention to chat, yes, but there wouldn't be too many people in there, so like there would be people that just come in and then just realize it's just me just playing something like that I would be doing off stream anyways. That's not really what people want to see, you know.
Right.
Um, there's this one guy I met in a game of Dead by Daylight. I was the killer, he was a survivor, and we had a pretty funny experience in the game. And he asked me to. I have TTV in my like Steam name when I was playing it, so he was like, "Oh, cool, you stream too." And then
Mm,
I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "I stream too. Check me out." And so I did. And yeah, it's my good friend MC_3. Um, so
mm,
back then I would stream a lot, and it would just be like hit start streaming and just play the game and not really care too much about like what show I'm putting on or whatever. But um, it wasn't until I started watching this guy's streams where I was like, huh, I really like the way he does everything, as in like interacts with the chat and stuff, and like
Mm,
truly it is like he's putting on a show, you know? Because for the longest time I was just kind of doing my own thing on stream, just whatever,
mm-hmm.
and just hoping that somebody would come in. But in a way, it was as a viewer, I was entertained by his community. That's where I
mhm.
met Yin. Actually, it was really funny,
Oh, hey,
and it's
cool.
Hey,
funny
cool.
also because Yin is one of the reasons I didn't want to come back to that channel anymore.
Oh, why?
I
What?
believe that.
I
I
believe that.
believe it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Tell us.
Yeah.
I want like real stories. I want real
Yen's a
stories right
bully.
now. Let's hear it.
So, so,
Here's where it
so
Well,
if
gets
you
good.
don't
Here's
know,
where it gets
Jim,
good. Let's get some popcorn here.
yep, let's hold up.
it was a very
Oh,
strange
yeah.
experience. Because I was just there and I was just like there for the streamer, and I was like, oh, this is entertaining stuff. And then I look down at the chat and they're talking about some weird shit, and I'm like,
Yep, yep, that's
Like
Yen.
only Yin would start up the
Yeah.
conversation.
yeah. And
Type
so
of
Yep.
weird.
that was a great experience. But yeah, like as a
Yeah.
viewer,
Oh,
you
go
know,
ahead. Sorry.
it was just like he had a community that was like really engaging and really friendly.
Mm,
And as a
Yeah.
streamer, like on the viewer side, I was engaged. I was having a great time whenever I was in a stream. And
mm,
that made me as the streamer, because I still wanted to keep streaming, but I just didn't know like what I had to do better. right?
Right.
So that like kind of inspired me, and a lot of things, like even now, a lot of things that people do, I I would hope that people don't see it as like copying or anything, but like a lot of
I
things that people do,
mean,
it's definitely like inspiration, inspires me to maybe clean
Yeah.
up things on stream a little bit better, or be
definitely.
more like engaging and stuff. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy watching streams now. I definitely didn't used to before, but um ever since then, I was it was a good stream to follow, good community, and that was like that's kind of stuff that I think everybody would ever want to do.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Like when I first like really got into like meeting other streamers, it was one of those things where I realized early on that a lot of streamers, like whether they mean to or not, they tend to take from other streamers. At least that's what I do. I used to see like I used to watch like Nice One, for example. Great guy, very helpful. He he's a really nice streamer. Like if I have any questions, I can go to him and he'll sit down and talk with me and help me figure stuff out. And he's very open about like willing to help people. And like I don't obviously you want to make it your own. That's the whole point of doing Twitch. You want to take something and make it your own. For that's like every streamer ever. But I feel like if you don't take inspiration from other streamers, you don't get inspired to do new things. Like you'll just get stuck doing the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know. So watching other streamers is a big motivator to stream for me as well.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. That's a great point that you brought up there.
Hmm.
Never stop learning, never stop changing and
yeah,
kind of growing
Evolve.
the
You gotta evolve.
yeah,
If you don't evolve, you
you
just
can always
stagnate.
learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
can
never
only get
stop
better.
learning.
yeah. Any
Big
special
Bird?
stories from Big Bird?
The
Yeah.
first time, so I think I was actually talking to you, Mike, about it the other day or a day or two ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was around 20 something followers, and it
Oh
was mostly
God.
people. It was mostly people I knew. I think majority of the followers are people I knew,
Hmm.
and I had rated, I guess maybe one or two other channels. I mean, it's very small rates, obviously, but um, I mean, just said hi and then left. I think
Mm.
the real first time I rated somebody and then like stayed and actually talked and had a conversation it was with Yin actually,
Mm. Yep.
Yeah,
and
you're such a superstar.
yeah,
Wow.
and like
Yep.
it was. I think after rating and then just chatting for a bit, like I guess it made me realize how uh, I guess a couple streams later I had been on there, and that's where I met Multi on actually, and
Hmm.
him, me, Fanny Pack if he's here, and Night
Yeah.
Arachna. We were like the first four people, like on Yin's stream when she had just gone live, and she was like, "Oh, you guys should follow each other." And so we're like, okay, so we followed each other,
You guys
and
made your own unofficial stream team.
yeah, and so I like it, at that time it made me realize the like yeah, instead of just staying put and not really doing much change in your stream,
Hmm.
because I was you know trying to play
You,
the game and hoping people would come just to watch me play the game and not really
hmm.
do anything. I didn't really
Yeah.
change anything on my stream too much. It was
Mm.
like I guess at that moment we're like, oh, just three more followers, just like that. Um, I was like, okay. So I made it a goal of mine whenever I'd meet somebody new, or if we raid another channel. I always made it a point to say even just a little hi. Just say hey, just to talk for a little bit. If
Yeah.
they go online, I just go in for a quick hello, and then if I can't stay, just go for a quick hello and leave, just
Yeah.
to build a little bit of a relationship with people moving forward. Because I think
Mm.
Twitch is a big
Hmm.
part of Twitch is, especially as a smaller streamer, is helping each other, helping each other
Network.
grow. Yeah, networking, grow, and helping each other with ideas, um, things like that. I think that's very important, and that's one thing I started learning from that moment on, like how important it is to speak with other people and
Mm-hmm.
just be real with them. Not fake in any way, but um,
Mm-hmm.
to be
Be as
honest and
genuine as you
truthful.
possibly can be. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I blame
Yeah.
you. I blame Yin for that totally. It's her fault.
It
Yeah.
speaks her mind.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah,
Yen's
Like,
evil. We all know that.
yeah.
reminds me of yeah, because just going off the same vein, like every little thing helps, especially when you first start
Mm.
streaming. Just in general, life in general, you know.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of this one time I was watching this guy. I was just lurking. I remember it was just like I think I was having dinner. I was just eating pizza and I was just watching this guy stream. Because I'd met him like in a game before. It was an Aussie streamer, and he was like
Mm.
playing Dead by Daylight and stuff. And I was like the only one in the chat or in the stream. I hadn't said anything yet, right? But I could tell,
Right.
I think everyone's had those moments where it's like, um, I know I have had those like a couple months ago. It was like, obviously everyone's busy, and one thing that they tell you all the time is to not really pay attention to the view count, but you can't help but look at it
You
sometimes.
can't help
You
that.
can't.
Yeah.
There's no
That's
fucking way you
alright.
don't look at that.
You can
Yeah.
disable it, by the way. You can take it completely off of
You
view. So
can, but like you
can.
I,
still
I
want to.
kind of
Do you
need that.
really want
Yeah.
to? I mean, yeah.
Are you
I
so
need my
like
view counter.
traumatized by your early days that you don't want to
Oh
you
no,
just
no,
want
no!
to
Yes.
It's
you don't
not
want
that.
to re-experience those days of 0 viewers?
Pretty
Now,
much,
now I'm
yes.
completely fine with
It's
just
scary
following
times.
through. But like
Yeah.
when there's nobody talking in your chat, you notice that, and I think this guy he was like noticing that, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream soon," and I was like, "Oh, well, it's a shame because I was enjoying it, But like, so I
Oh,
started
now you
talking
speak
to
up
him.
all of a sudden in this
Well,
chat, huh? Now you say
this
something.
is one thing too, like from the experiences with other people, and I don't know if I should admit this or not, but I guess I might as well on the podcast for content, right? What I
Yeah.
used to do
Whatever.
back then in like 2014 when I was like not serious about anything. Like I was 14 in 2014. Like, I was really young. I want to do stupid shit.
Jesus.
I still do, right? The
Hmm.
only
He's a
thing I would
he's a
say in
kid.
people's chats is just like shit like my wife left me or something, and then I would just wait to see their reaction and then just leave. It was awful. That was like the only thing I said in people's chats.
It
My
is a
wife
middle
left me.
school thing,
Goodbye.
by the
I
way.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
all of
then
us did stupid stuff like that in middle
That's
school.
hilarious.
and then one of these days when I was doing that, someone was like, "Oh yeah, that happened to me recently. I know how that feels." And I was like,
Uh-oh.
"Oh, oh,
Oh.
Stinky.
okay."
You better say something good, man. You said
Yeah,
it.
so ever since then, it was like really hard for me to like just talk in other people's chats and stuff. And so
Cause you'd be worried about like offending somebody or like hitting a sore spot and then you're like, fuck.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of,
Waking up
So
all these terrible emotions.
yeah,
Like could you imagine like whatever you said in somebody's chat, that person like the next day is like fuck it all and just fucking ends it and then you're like, oh,
God.
did I push him over the edge?
No, you're
No.
only 14. You're only
Yeah,
14.
Right?
this
It's
is
not
a
your
long
fault.
time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't know any better
Right?
at that age.
It
Yeah,
wasn't my fault.
Puberty is a mess.
it's just
It's
like
a complicated time. It's a
everything's
confusing
funny.
time.
Right.
Nobody else's
Uh,
feelings.
God,
Um,
puberty sucked. I was an asshole in my teenage years. I didn't give a fuck. Uh, I'd say random things just to piss people off, and I still do. Uh,
but
some
yeah,
things never
basically,
But
change.
but that's what's great though about you, Mike. You just keep it real all the time.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
that's what's special. Like everybody has their special thing, right? That's your special thing right there.
Yeah, what's
Just
yours?
just just you and talking. Me, I don't know. I don't know.
Being wholesome.
It's hard to. Why do people say that? You don't
Because
know.
you don't swear. You like ban cuss words. You're like the PG-13 of streamers. What?
Well, so I actually have a kind of a topic sort of question. I'll start with Big Bird though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people say that you're middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
do you resonate with that? Like, or why do you think that that is, and is that even true?
Middle ground. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Um,
And real quick, like multi, I don't know what people call you, so maybe think about that and then let us know, because
Like,
I haven't seen any comments about you, by the way.
you guys were talking about this, I think, at the beginning, and I was really unsure. What is this scale or what we're talking about? Just like
Well,
like,
for
like what
context,
scale?
a
the whole
chill or
the whole
something? Like,
spectrum is I'm at this spectrum apparently, and Mike is all the way over here.
Yeah, like
Here's
if
Big
this is
Bird.
politics, if this is politics, Jim is wholesome, I'm anti-wholesome, and Big Bird's in the middle of wholesome.
I'm in the
What's
middle
the
of wholesome
what's
and
the
like
okay? We can
non-wholesome.
use D&D terms. So
I mean,
you're
if you-
neutral. Neutral. What's Big Bird? Neutral. It's double neutral.
Double
it would
neutral,
just
yeah.
be it
Yeah,
would
it's
just
just
be
neutral
neutral.
neutral.
I think it would just be neutral. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
true neutral?
True
Like,
neutral.
I'm like chaotic good or some shit.
Okay. So
And
so
then Jim's like
that's
lawful good.
okay. We're opposites on one half of the spectrum, or one
Yes. Yes.
parallel thing of. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Big Bird, do you resonate with that? Is it true?
I
Are
I
you what we think you are?
I guess
Fuck you,
I
Jim.
guess I guess I can understand that because, I typically I don't yell or curse or anything like that. Um, but I understand a lot of the. I mean,
Well,
I was on sports teams and stuff growing up.
I'm
I
gonna do
understand a
like a
lot of
visual
the.
right now. I
Sure,
mean, you
sure.
don't curse or anything, but what's this all about? What is this all about? I mean,
I don't know where
this isn't
I just
middle ground to me.
okay.
This is not middle ground.
I just mentioned
actions
it.
speak louder than words. That's why you gotta choke them out. Like,
Choke them out. Establish dominance.
No, I don't remember.
No, I think I get it, Big Bird. You're choking down all that. It's all just pushed down.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
chucking it
pushing
away.
down
That's
all that
why.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
So it's
I'm trying
all
to
a
keep it from coming
persona
up.
that you're putting out there. This middle ground thing.
Yeah, exactly.
This big daddy energy.
The Big Daddy energy. I mean, I agree. I guess I agree to a certain extent. Like, I I've seen the comments. Like I don't even know how that I brought that up. Something I meant like roughhousing. With like your friends, like when you're a kid, and you like do wrestling moves and stuff like that. Like
Just the
throw people and all that stuff. And like hit them with trash cans, like roughhousing, and like I just happened
old
to say
school wrestling.
yeah,
It's
and I
like,
just so happened to say the word choke, and like everyone everyone is talking about. Oh my god, he has like a fetish about choking, and I was like, that's not even that. It's not even that.
the way you said
I
it
mean-
was very much
Yeah, I
geared
know.
towards
Yeah, the way I said it.
the way you said it.
I know the way I
Oh,
said
yeah.
it. Yes, it
On
did
hand.
sound like that.
There's a clip in chat right now. I
Oh,
think we should
no.
watch.
But as for the
Oh,
middle,
she keeps bringing that up. She has it like in her
yeah,
favorites
Yin,
on her
Yin
browser.
has it out for me. Yeah,
She has it bookmarked.
Yeah, she has
we love Yin. Yes.
Yin,
Look,
you're-
more clips.
It's just like, oh, there she goes again.
By the way, Yin, I'm going to invite you to one of these episodes at some point. I'm
Yes,
kind of
please.
worried
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Maybe we'll specifically have Big Bird host it, so I don't have to host.
Yeah,
No, no,
It'll be fun
I'll
though.
I'll host
Like
it.
either way, I'll have to put a
I'll host
18
that
plus
shit.
tag on the thing. And so,
Yes, please.
but it's
That'd be
it's all
great.
good. I think when it's like actual discussion, it's like anything goes. Really, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
The
you can
more
just
the more
use
open,
text
the
to
better.
speech. Just
yeah,
Yeah.
text to speech. Yeah,
Just donate bits the entire 3 hours or whatever.
all we do is just hear Yin just typing, and then the Microsoft Sam just saying whatever Yin is. Yin can type super fast. She'll catch up.
I find it funny that she doesn't like talking, but she'll sit there and stream for 3 hours. Isn't that weird?
well, I guess it's
I mean,
a little bit weird.
It's a
for
little
me.
weird. I mean,
No,
I
like,
think there's a middle
like,
ground, you know.
a lot of times it's
There's something wrong.
I'll have a stream up, but then I'm just like doing something completely different in the home or at work or whatever, or especially
Yeah.
at work. It's just like on in the background. So
True.
like there's one day, Mike, I was on your stream, start
Yeah.
to finish, and then you raided into I'm not really sure who you raided into, but I was
I don't know
there,
who
and
it
then
was.
right when I got back, I said hello. I just didn't say hello on your stream because 4 hours went
Wow.
by. I was just at work, I think.
You didn't even say hello. Wow.
I
Okay.
didn't. I know I did. Usually I do.
And then you're like,
Um.
nah, not today. Fuck you.
Well, so was that it?
Oh,
Middle ground and choking?
yeah. No,
Choking
no,
and
no, no choking. But the middle ground
I
I can
mean,
understand. Like you say,
yeah.
I'm not overly aggressive in the way I talk or speak, but like a lot of the dirtier jokes or stuff like that, I get. You know,
Yeah.
I was part of sports teams and stuff, and that happens all the time. Jokes like
Yeah.
that, and growing
yeah.
up, especially in high school as well. Like I'm totally used to it, and having like an older brother and then my brother-in-law, like like just
Sorry, I'm reading chat.
other people I know, like yeah, of course, yeah, I'm used to it, especially my old college roommates.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of that too. So I'm
Yeah.
used to it. I don't really say that stuff too much myself at all,
Hmm.
but I don't mind it when it doesn't bother me when I hear it. At
For
least not
me, it's
anymore as I've gotten older.
for me, it's the opposite. See, my dad was like the old 1950s like fucking vulgar asshole that didn't give a shit. So 95% of my life it was just like cursing 100% of the time. And so it just kind of like became my vernacular at that point. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. My dad was very frank, and I think that just rubbed off on me. Like, obviously, if I'm being serious, I can be professional, but like 95% of the time, I'm a train wreck, and I just embrace that.
Hmm.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck you. If you don't like me, fuck you. Like somebody follows me, fuck you.
Oh, even them, even
Yeah,
the
I've heard that.
followers.
Even the
Yeah.
followers
I've
should
heard
just
that
start,
actually.
fuck you.
Poor followers.
I talked
Uh,
again, fuck you.
yeah,
But
and
no.
that's gonna be an interesting topic one of these days. Because what I'll bring up for a future episode is upbringing,
Yeah.
where because
Oh,
there's a lot of things like the more as we grow older, when we reflect back, we actually keep learning more about okay, how did we get all effed up, or how did we get like to where we are? Where did our
We
qualities come from as well, and all that
we kind of
stuff.
Yeah.
psychoanalyze that, don't we? Like at some point we grow up and we're like, all right, how did I get to this point? And then you sit there and you go to like 3 hours of sitting in your room with mental therapy,
Yeah. I think
trying to
it's
break everything down.
I think it's common for people every once in a while when something happens, you sort of like, yeah, remember that time when I was this age? Like, why did I do that? Like, if
I've
I
been
could
too
go back to
boring.
that time, would I have done that thing differently? Would I have reacted differently?
Well, do you guys get dreams too of certain it could be events that
Oh,
happened in the past or things as if it was if that still was going if that reality happened in a parallel life stream like it
Mm.
do you know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
I've been having
I
dreams
kind of get
lately
what
where it's like as if something was still um there present in my life, but it's so
mm,
weird, it's bizarre because it feels familiar as well as like it's not real because obviously that it's not here and now. So
Yeah, I get what you mean. I've had moments like that where it's like a odd sense of like deja vu, where like you'll think you know what the hell you're like watching or seeing in the dream, and then like either like 2 years later or something it'll happen, and then you're like, what the fuck? But
yeah.
like that's the closest thing I've ever had to something like that. But I don't think I've had anything like where I've had a dream about streaming, and then like that happened. Like
Oh.
no, that'd be weird. I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, because and the weird thing too is like it's like it feels like a violation all of a sudden because you were streaming in your sleep and people watched you
Oh God, could you
I've
partly.
never
imagine
had
I
a
would get
dreaming
that
dream
about
weird
stream.
scary
streaming?
feeling.
I'm really
Yeah.
surprised I've never had a dream about stream, considering it's like when I think
Considering
about
we
all the
all
time when I'm
stream all the
awake.
time, yeah.
Like that's the
Uh,
only thing I think about when I'm awake. Not the only thing, but like at work and stuff, it's like, oh, what am I gonna do to do this? But never when I'm asleep, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a
Interesting.
good thing for me at least.
Like, could you
Okay.
imagine like streaming so much that you dream about streaming? Like that would be terrifying. It'd be like a
It's the
never-ending cycle.
I
it's
mean,
a
I'm always
stream
excited.
dream,
I want
a
it to
dream
be a
stream.
dream,
Dream stream.
I'm always excited. But...
You know what? That could be a future thing where it's like, you know,
Just
Sword Art Online, but streaming. You just plug
oh,
something into your
oh
whatever,
God, VR chat. Just take me to
stream your
VR chat.
dreams.
Stream from your
Yeah,
head. Oh
Yeah,
man, I wonder what would come
my,
up.
my dreams
yeah.
I
are
bet
really
that's gonna happen. That's gonna be a real thing in the future.
Dream streaming. Jesus.
Dream
Yeah,
Yeah.
stream.
dream stream.
Fuck sleeping. Let's do dream streams.
Yeah, no
Fucking
more
take a
sleeping.
nap. Yeah,
reminds
just
me.
sleep.
I had this one dream. Like you guys know what lucid dreaming is, right? When you're like
Yes.
aware of like your dreaming, you can do stuff. I
Yeah.
had this
You
one
can induce
dream.
it, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Like I've had moments where like I'm aware I'm in a dream and stuff. I just
Mm.
remember because this makes me laugh every time. I was like, because I don't know what was going through my. I know what was going through my head, but at the same time I don't. It was like
Mhm.
I knew I was about to wake up somehow. I just knew I was about to wake up, and on in front of me there's like a pile of like money or something, and like I just have a bag in my hands. Like, oh my god, I gotta like stuff all this money in this bag so when I wake up I have it, and then I wake up and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what was I
Too bad.
thinking? Like, what is like?
Nope.
I knew I was dreaming the whole time, but
But it felt so real. You were like, "What the fuck? I need this money. Give me this money. My money."
yeah.
I'm
It'd
sorry,
be
man.
like that.
It's just not real.
It's not
It's
real.
not real.
I need that Twitch money. It's all fake bits. What's up?
Yeah,
Donate
there's
me couch
certainly
pennies.
dreams that we want to extend as long as possible.
Yeah,
They're
just
good
get
dreams.
just get 1 billion bits every dream. That'd be great.
Is that your dream?
Oh yeah, just shower me in bits. That's my dream.
Okay.
Drown me in
You
virtual
heard it,
currency and call
everybody.
me daddy.
Go follow Mike right now and just drown him in bits.
Drown him in bits.
Just
Yeah,
drown
just
him.
drown in bits and call me daddy. That's all I want. Welcome to my stream. I'm chaotic evil. What's up?
Well, let's see. We got big birds. Almost said Big Bear. Big Bird's answer.
The middle
I want to
ground.
jump over to Multi though. Do you
Hmm.
have like? I mean, does your viewer base view you as a certain person? And is it real? I mean, and really, I think all you guys are real. I'm just poking at
Is
the
it?
question
Are we
anyway.
real?
You guys
Because
are. Everyone's.
I think you said it, Jim. You called me a chill streamer once, and I was like,
Yeah.
I guess.
Mm,
Like, I mean,
kinda.
I don't think I'm a super aggressive. Like, I have my moments, right? You know, eating
The
81
The vibe
nuggets
was
makes me kind of
chill.
aggressive,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that because
That Chinese British Valley girl.
chill, yeah, like I have a good time and stuff, and you know, I just keep thinking it's funny, like that you called me a chill streamer because
Or a Chinese British Valley girl.
That works
It
too.
depends on who
That's
you're
more
talking to.
accurate.
that's me totally. You know, on the inside, right? That's my dream at night. That's how I practice. But
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what anyone would like really qualify or quantify me as.
I feel
Because
the
like
same way.
someone can call me a chill streamer and then like someone redeems no cursing for 10 minutes and I can't get past 2 minutes without like saying some like shit, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm.
So you know, I generally try to keep it like nice and stuff. I never,
Yeah.
you know, there have been streams where I kind of like unload and stuff, and I do that kind of a lot.
Right. Yeah.
One thing I like about streaming is that I think this has happened to everyone sometimes when they're watching a stream. Something happens that maybe it's not like, it's
Sexy white man voice, really? Huh.
it's
Sorry.
it's like, you know, it's not something you necessarily agree with or whatever, but it's not. You just let it happen, right? You just don't comment on anything about it. That's what I like about being like a streamer, because like I just say what's on my mind, you know, and it helps that I got it out there, whatever
Right.
was on my mind. And
Yeah.
it's literally up to anybody. They can ignore it, they can say something about it, and I will be fine with whatever, but just as long as I have it out of my system, like
Hmm.
Twitch has in a way been a way for me to just let a lot of those things like out, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a great feeling.
It's
Twitch is a interesting outlet because like you are your own star of the show, and so you can take it in whatever direction
Sweet
you want,
voice.
and you can basically take it 1,000 ways. You can, and like because of that, you're allowed to express yourself freely. Like there is no I can't say this, I can't say that. There's no like filter, and I think that's one of the great things about Twitch is you can take one stream out of the week just to vent and call it a day if you wanted. You can take it a million different ways.
Hmm.
And
My
it's all
favorite,
depending on how you feel.
and you
Go
can
ahead.
do whatever you want whenever you want, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. You're your own boss.
anytime. Yeah, like if you see something that someone's doing on their stream that they don't like, or not that like that happens or whatever, but like you're free to do whatever. That's why I do like uh sometimes you can say it's unprofessional or whatever, but like sometimes when an idea pops into my head, like
Hmm.
for a new stream alert or something, like I just do it right there. I just like kind of pause what I'm doing, just do it, because I
Yeah,
want it to happen, and I
yeah.
want it to happen like whenever, and I can do
Right.
that instead of just
Hmm.
waiting like someone else would. I don't know. It gives a lot of free room and stuff, and it's the glory of streaming.
Yes. I remember one time I was drunk, and someone, I think it was Ollie Oliver, he uh, he convinced me to stream watching Yin while I was drunk, and so I just literally was like, you know what? It's 2 in the morning. Fuck it, I'm going live and watching Yin while I'm drunk. It was great.
Yeah,
Stupid idea, but
sounds like
fun.
Ollie. All right. Yeah.
And
okay.
he's like, hey Mike, you should stream, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So then I just went live and I'm watching Yen, and Yen found out and she started watching me watching her. It was weird. I hated it, but it was
That's
funny.
yeah.
And stuff like that is what makes streaming fun for me. It's like, oh, I can do this random stupid idea. Let's go.
Yeah, and whoever's sticking around to watch that, that's really because they want to.
Oh
And
God, I literally shaved my beard last night, and 6 people sat there and watched me shave. I was like, y'all are weird as fuck, but let's go.
there was one person who, a streamer, she was just building IKEA furniture, but that was just so unique and kind of fun. Like, sometimes there's like a unique thing that's fascinating. So it's like, oh, building furniture is kind of cool. So I started watching, but it's like these random things that really pop out,
Yeah,
really draw our attention sometimes. And you get
like
to be like with streaming, you get to be exactly who you are. And
mhm,
I, th- I don't know, I think Multi was kind of saying it too, but it's like
mhm.
we all agree just do your thing, and then if people don't like you, they don't like you, and you do if they do, they do. Um, but do you guys worry kind of about going too far with a certain thing where um, you could push a lot of people away all of a sudden? And obviously there are certain rules we have to follow, like we can't do certain things or else there's the
Yeah,
TOS problem.
there's a terms of service. Yeah,
Yeah.
for me to pop that off because I'm the most like chaotic of any of you. Um, I do have limits, but I feel like the majority of like the people that watch me know how chaotic I am and they feed into it. So for me to say that like I'm worried about taking something too far, not really because the people that watch me know that I'm like this. They know how chaotic I can be, so they just like they like everybody that watches me knows how I am, and like I don't really think about it as much because I've kind of embraced that chaos and just like owned it and just rolled with it. If I ever do take it so far, I'm sure somebody will clip it and say I'm canceled. But until that happens, I don't give a shit. You know?
The whole cancel culture thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm canceled now, guys. I said something horrible. Oh well. Ooh woo. Mike 2020. Ooh woo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
al-
think I've ever felt like I would take things too far.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, last week was kind of a an
I'm
outlier,
about
I
to say
guess, but
you kind of
I,
took it too far.
It was
that's an
completely
outlier.
harmless, though. It was completely harmless,
It was only
Yeah, yeah.
It was only harmful to me. It wasn't harmful to
Yeah.
Yeah,
anybody.
I'm,
It was harmful
yeah,
to
I'm about to say
anybody
you
But
else.
took
yeah,
Yeah,
you took a nap.
yeah. I mean, I think streaming has done a lot for my confidence in myself. I think growing
Yeah,
up, I had a lot of confidence problems and issues, and
yeah, I can agree with that.
even with speaking with other people, and introducing myself to new people, meeting new people for the
Mm,
first time, I had a lot of
mm,
problems with that. Friends that I've been friends with for a long time, no problems. No problems
of course.
talking with speaking with them. It's always the introducing yourself, putting yourself out there. That was
Mm.
that I felt
Mm.
streaming has done wonders for.
well, yeah.
I have a fun story to tell about that kind of thing. So it's kind of funny now that I'm a streamer because when I was in middle school, I had told Big Bird this last night. When I was in middle school, I had gotten selected to do an interview in front of a camera, and before I got in front of the camera, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll answer whatever these questions are. And then I got in front of the camera, completely froze. Like
Mm.
didn't blanked on the
Mm,
questions, didn't know how to speak, was completely stage fright like 24/7. And then they played it on the entire school. Like I felt so embarrassed because I had to watch myself like freeze framed in front of the entire school. It was horrible. But the main reason I bring that up is because it's kind of funny now. Like 10 years later, here I am sitting in front of a camera doing a podcast. It's just crazy how that shit like changes
Yeah.
from going from that to this is kind of weird in a way because I guess it just shows character development, but it's
It
just weird.
does. It really does.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think streaming definitely like influenced what I am now too because before I started streaming, I was a lot like Jim, very reserved, very quiet, didn't want to talk to people, and through streaming, I kind of branched out into this chaotic evil you see now.
Well, see, the ironic thing about streaming is that we're being exactly who we are in most
Yeah,
cases, anyway, at the very least. But
yeah,
we're being who we are, even though we're on a platform that is kind of our fear. If we
yeah,
came from that, right? So I come
yeah.
from the reserved and the timid, and um, I mean,
The meek.
like my story though was like I used Zoom for work so much that I just okay now I'm comfortable with so that's why I was able to
Mm,
get into the streaming just fine. But if without that, it would have been like, oh man, just this huge terrible just terror every time trying to force myself to turn on the camera, go on stream. But um,
from golf to podcast.
because we get to just be exactly who we are,
hmm
it's just like showing proof of okay, this is us and we're good at something, or that we are valid in some sort of way. And I think
right.
that weird sort of ironic thing about it, that's what
Hmm.
gives us that confidence to
Yeah.
just do this, to be able to do this.
Yeah, I think it's a cycle too. When you are showing your true personality and people still stick around anyway just to see
Yeah,
you
100%.
and you playing the game,
Hmm.
it sort of feeds into a cycle. Okay, then you're just more of yourself. Then more people will just come. It sort
Yeah,
of feeds
yeah,
into
You
each
you
other.
get you get that sense of validation and
Yeah,
acceptance you couldn't get from
yes,
society.
yeah, for sure.
yes,
Because everything is like just smokes and mirrors, like in real life, and then now when you're on your platform, you just be who you are. And yeah,
Yep,
exactly, Big Bird. Like what you just said, when
hmm
you're you, and then people stay because you're being you. It
Tyler
like
too.
it's I don't know. You just feel accepted and like
Hmm.
yeah. I had a bunch of like self-esteem issues. I still kind of do sometimes.
I agree with that.
Um, yeah, like self-confidence and all that, but
Yeah,
all it just took was just just me being me, and then eventually like just meeting people like you guys that I can just hang out with also and talk about stuff like this. It means a lot, you know.
it's kind of like
Yeah,
streamer therapy in a way, talking about it, isn't it? Like I
Yeah,
don't
it
think
yeah,
is.
oh yeah, for
there's
sure.
not a lot of time where we can sit down and like talk about these things with like our viewers because our viewers that don't stream don't understand what we're talking about. They get that misconception of, oh, this is easy,
Yeah, there's something to be said
I,
speaking with other people who are going through, who are in
similar
sort of
things.
same space as you, Yeah,
Yeah.
they're able to understand and empathize with each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you guys get to hear this now. So and yeah, it's good to put this talk out there so people can kind of understand and especially if they
Mm.
want to get into streaming themselves or they're kind of scared about it. This is
Speaking
kind of
of
what you go through.
speaking of that, do any of you here get that anxiety before going live, and then the moment you hit the live button, that anxiety like vanishes into performing?
I so
Uh,
I'll share real quick. So soybeans there actually, that's good. There was one day before my community celebration, I almost didn't stream.
Hmm.
Same for today. I was like, it's 3 o'clock. I'm getting nervous. I didn't sleep enough last night. I was
Hmm.
thinking about messaging soybean just for some like, can you walk me through this?
a
So
pep
she's
Can
talk.
you
there.
help me,
Can you
please?
walk me just push me
Yeah.
forward because
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it right now. But
Yeah.
it's weird once you hit that button and just go. Okay, even though we hit the weird technical difficulties, it's fine.
It's just like, all right, we'll
You know
push through this
it's
shit. Let's go.
Just another day
yeah,
streaming.
Yeah.
no, it's real
And you
life.
just get into
It's
that zone, I guess, that
I,
mindset.
I'm gonna be honest. Before we all started and got on camera, I was thinking about just like messaging you guys to be like, "Look, I'm tired as fuck. I don't feel like it." But then I was like, "No, I agreed to this. I'm gonna do it. I'm not a pussy. So let me just man up and get through this." And now I
yeah,
feel great.
because we are our own bosses too. It's like okay, we
Yeah,
better crack the whip on ourselves. That's all
yeah,
we're all we have. I mean, of course too, it's like the support of the community helps so much to like
yeah,
back to the
definitely.
feeling of validation
Right.
when we've had those moments of feeling that or when
Hmm.
we got affiliated um those things it's just like okay it feels we just leveled up and
Yeah,
life is all about leveling up guys I swear we'll get into that topic someday too it's an
I've
RPG we
evolved.
live in an
I've
For
RPG
evolved.
real.
yeah
I'm a Pikachu now.
Great.
you're a new Pokemon you're evolved Pokemon so like but yeah it's all so rewarding um
Watch me speedrun this RPG.
Yeah.
Speed run.
No,
Watch,
don't rush
I,
life. Don't rush life.
hey, guys, watch me speed run this podcast. Let's go.
I got a toaster somewhere around here, right?
Um, well, I had a big question for you guys.
Hmm.
And this is to kind of I feel like we're 2/3 of the way through at this point. So, but a
Sure.
big question for you guys. This is just a big reflection of 2020.
Hmm.
Take a few minutes to think about it though, as I run to the restroom real quick too. But what is your pog moment of the year? I'll be right back. Because
Hug
it's an
moment of
important
the year.
question. A pog moment.
Is he really gonna ask Mr. Poggies what his Pog moment of the year is? I
What
find that.
was your play of the year?
Play of the
Oh,
year.
And it doesn't have to. It's not just video games, by the way. It's just like in general.
I'm about to say, oh shit, you still got your mic on? What the
Your
fuck?
money move of the year.
Yeah. Well, I already know mine. But do I wait for Jim? I think I wait for Jim, right? Fair enough. But,
Gosh, I'm thinking of a couple moments right now.
like,
If I had to
I know
choose
what
one.
mine is because I already thought about it. But I'll wait for Jim because I'm not an asshole.
Damn, I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Bye, Yin. Take care. Enjoy dinner.
Have a good one, Yin.
Bye,
Nobody's
Ian.
gonna get hickeys. Go to hell.
Soon.
Say my name. Say my name.
I'm not sending you that ingrown toenail pic, Yin. Stop. Stop
Send
asking me.
send me that pic then. Do it out of
No,
spite.
fuck no. I ain't sending nobody that.
No,
It's
you
my
can.
desktop background and my desktop background only.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll hack your computer and see it for
Yeah.
myself. What's up? Oh god, that's hilarious. But yeah, for me, I know what mine is. So I'm just gonna wait for Jim and shut the fuck up in the meantime and let you guys think and read chat like the cancer
No,
stick that
mine.
it is.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's hard to choose something.
It's been a really shitty year.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys have had shit years on Twitch. even though it's only been one.
Not even on Twitch, just everything else surrounding it.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, 2020 in general has been a shit show. It's tied up there for one of the shittiest years I've ever experienced, for sure.
Same with me here.
I thought last year was bad, and then this year happened.
Yeah,
2016 was my worst year.
Yeah, this year along with 2001 is probably one of the worst years.
Oh God! Wait, I thought we were talking positive.
No,
What
yeah.
happened here?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
back.
see,
I'm back.
you-
We're
you
okay now.
left.
We can go back. You're all
Nah, you
protected.
left.
It's a safe space here. Mike, you're supposed to be like. Remember, if I go down, you have to
Got takes
carry.
away.
No, Jim, I'm the anti you, remember? We go down
Yeah, how are
depression
you
when
gonna
I'm
be the
involved.
opposite end of the spectrum to continue?
Yeah.
I was counting on you.
No,
I mean,
I'm like,
hey, Big Bird pulled through today. He was streaming also, so.
Yeah.
Big Bird is mid tier, okay? He's the in between.
No, there's a difference between mid tier and middle ground. It's not the same thing.
Both.
Not the same thing.
No,
Man.
but to answer your question though, before you left and took a piss, so my pog moment of the year, right? So for me, when I started streaming, I had to stop midway through the year, like in March or like April, one of those months. I had to stop streaming because of internet issues, and during that time, I just started moderating for everybody. And doing that made me realize that I miss streaming a lot. And so, with this recent like streaming streak I've been on, I just decided to say screw it and start streaming regardless of my internet. And it's been holding up. And for me, that like starting streaming again was the moment I think I realized I fell in love with streaming just as a thing, as a hobby. And it really solidified for me that I wanted to do this the rest of my life for as long as I can because I just enjoy talking to people. Like, even if that means like public speaking or whatever, however it transforms, like at my core, Twitch is everything that I want as a human being. I want to interact with people. I want to build a community. I want to talk to people. And whether or not people decide to listen, like, that's why I love streaming. That's the whole motivation why I stream now. It's just to connect with people and be myself. And through Twitch, I've been able to do that, and I hope I continue to do that in 2021.
Yeah, probably, right?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
Your
for
only
sure. Let's
know,
hope.
your only
Yeah.
enemy is the internet at this point, right?
Yeah,
the
internet
only
connection.
enemy is the internet and my stupid chaotic nature.
That's
Okay.
it.
Well, people love it, so.
I guess so. I don't know why you
Doing
people love it.
something right.
I'm like
You
the
have an
Keemstar.
audience.
I'm like the Keemstar streamers. What's up?
Oh God, please don't
Yeah,
be that. No.
Oh, I don't.
Exactly.
I don't think you're that.
I don't-
No.
I don't know who that is, but
Yeah, Jim,
that's
you
good.
don't want to know.
pretty bad.
You don't want to
Yeah.
know. He's like the
Yeah,
toxic of
it's
toxic.
alright. It's yeah.
Yeah, I avoid toxic.
Yeah.
Clearly, until you met
Yeah.
me, now you're embracing it and I love it.
You're not toxic, though. You're not even toxic.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
you.
man. Oh, okay, there we go.
That's
No.
that's.
See,
No,
there-
you're good. You're good.
There you go.
You're good. Because it's coming from a real place, not from a
Yeah, I'm
toxic
pretty
for
open.
toxic sake.
Right.
Like when it comes to me, I'm very frank, but I'm very like straightforward. If I don't like you, I fucking tell you. And if I like you, I'm gonna tell you that too. Like I'm pretty even keeled when it comes to that shit. And I don't think people expect that. They're like, oh, this guy's fucking rude, but I like him. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
He's
But
an
fuck
asshole,
you for
but
saying-
he's kind of cool.
But fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the asshole everybody likes for some reason.
Yeah.
I go to your stream, give you the finger, and then give you a hug.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's me in a
Everyone's got
nutshell.
their quirks.
I'm
But
quirky.
that's what's cool about people. That there's like this unique thing about them, so.
My quirky nature is that I'm disabled. Hi. I can't walk. You know, I make fun of myself a lot. Hi. What?
Poggy's
Not-
2034.
Vote for me, Poggy's 2034. My chair will become president and rule you all. Wumbo, you cannot have my chair if you're here. Fuck you. Wumbo
Oh, there's
always
one.
wants
Hey,
my
Wumbo.
chair. Wumbo always wants my fucking chair for some reason. He's like, no, I want your chair. And I'm like, fuck you. Mine. Anyway, enough about me. What about you guys? Back to the question. What was your Poggy moment of the year? Jim?
I can go next to give you guys some time to think about it. Um,
They need a moment because this year's been shitty for everybody and they can't think. So.
yeah. My Poggies moment of the year, it really is just the fact of I started streaming, and
Mm,
it's kind of a pog of life too, of my life. Where like for so many years I felt like I didn't have the right outlet to just go and explore like go down the avenues for myself because I know there are things that I want to do
hmm
and things I believe I'm good at, and I want to do that and move forward with it and actually share that experience with people. And part of it too is kind of going through the experience with people so that others can learn and I can learn from
mm,
them too and go through that whole, I guess, evolution as you call it. And
yeah.
so yeah, that just like in a very simply stated way, just streaming this year. It's opened up
I
so much for me personally. So
I have a
Mhm.
story about you streaming. I have a story. It's like when I first met you, Jim. I liked you off the bat for some reason, and me being me, I immediately decided to message you after one of your streams and was like, "Hey, can we talk? Like actually talk? Like I don't do
yeah,
this typing shit."
this yeah.
And Jim was like, "I don't know what to do. I'm not
Exactly.
really much of a talker.
I didn't know what to
Sorry,
say.
like
I
I'm
didn't know
not
what to
ready for
say.
that." I'm like, "Oh, he rejected me. How cute."
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was. I rejected you. I rejected you. I was like, I'm not ready for this. I mean, it's cool to
Ready or
interact with people, but
ready
it's
or
kind of
not,
a
here I
big deal.
come.
But hey, like what, a week later,
Oh yeah, like 2 weeks
right?
later,
So
he's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you." I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh, finally, he came around. Good boy.
yeah.
Good
And
Jim."
then like look at where we are now, and it's like we're doing this now too, which is so cool.
I could have never imagined you doing a podcast with your webcam
Same.
on, with like 4 other people in a live audience. Like, good lord, you've
Yeah,
evolved. Good
yeah.
job,
It's
Poggies.
Character
Poggies.
development.
Yeah, character development,
Poggies.
exactly.
We love it.
Jim's
Hey,
gonna Jim's gonna turn into
yeah.
me. I love it. He's gonna turn into me.
Oh, an
He's gonna be
asshole?
drunk. Yes,
Jim's gonna
he
be
Yeah,
did.
like
I'm just
Tyler
kidding.
White.
Yes, you're
You're
gonna
gonna
turn
be
into an
Tyler
asshole.
too.
No,
You could be
Tyler
Tyler
too.
too. Oh man.
if we can all turn into each other, we'll be all the better.
I,
In
I
a
don't think I
weird,
want to turn. I
that's
don't
a
think I
weird
want to
way to
turn into
say
Big
it
Bird.
though. That's
The only person I want to turn into is Nice One. That's the only streamer I look up to, and maybe a little bit of Yin. Otherwise, you guys are chaotic, and I don't want to fuck with any of you.
Me chaotic? No.
chaotic, not at all.
Not at
Nah, you're
all.
No chaos,
nah,
only
no.
joking.
No, no chaos.
Only drunk choking.
Playful
Yeah.
Get with the
chaos.
no.
Playful,
Anyway.
playful drunk choking. Come here, let me give you a little squeeze. It's fine. Just
Yeah, that sums it up. Just kicking streaming off and making it work and
yes.
focusing on it. So
I think we're all glad you did it, Joe. This has
Yeah.
been great.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jim,
yeah.
you came out of nowhere like a fresh of breath air. What?
Well,
Did I say that
it's like,
right?
well, you guys came out of nowhere, like into my stream one day, so
Yeah,
it's like
that's true. That
it's
is
the way
true.
it happened. It's just really weird. We can always think back and think of the whole sequence of events of how we
Yeah.
linked up to other people and all that,
So
and
the
how we
way I met
benefited
like
from it.
God, the way I met Multi was so like strange, to be honest. Because I
No,
had
it wasn't. Wait, what?
no
It's
well
not like
no all
we,
the
you
let me
make it
let me
sound like we met in an alley or something. Like,
I
So
mean nothing day like I'm saying it. No, the reason I say it was strange, right, is because I met you through somebody else, and like
yeah. Hmm.
but like now that's commonplace. But that was the first time I got introduced to somebody through somebody else, and like that's why it was weird for me because I'm like I don't know this fucking guy. I don't even know what he looks like because back
Yeah.
then you didn't have a camera. And I was like, who the
Hmm.
fuck is this guy? He sounds like George Takai. Like fucking, I didn't know. Fuck
I
you.
don't know.
But
I don't know about
I
that, but
don't know
like,
about that.
definitely not. But
well,
yeah, I mean, I
it's,
met you know, I met all of you guys through someone else too. And I don't
Yeah.
know, there's just been so many like different connections that you make through other people. There's no reason I finally realized that just not, you know, like whenever you meet somebody
Yeah.
new on Twitch or just in life in general, there's never a reason not to say hi. You know,
Mm.
and
Right.
just
Oh yeah, but it's like like I think the fun part for me is when somebody comes in your chat that you don't know that you think is just a regular viewer, and then they're like, oh yeah, I stream, and then you're like, oh word, hold up,
Mhm.
and then you go check out their channel and you're like, oh, they're actual people. Like,
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah.
before you meet another streamer, you're just like, oh, another name on the fucking board. Hi, whatever your name is,
Um,
robot number 01.
it's
Like,
weird. Now that we're streamers,
yeah,
our perspective is from a streamer more than
perspective.
it is from a viewer, I think.
Yeah,
Mm.
So
definitely. At
yeah,
least
I
for
think
me.
that's kind of what you're coming from, where what you're saying is coming from.
Yeah, like no disrespect to viewers at all. I'm just saying like when you're streaming, it's different because you're like going through like the motions of like interacting with people and like trying to view them as people instead of names on the screen. And until you break that barrier, it's kind of hard to pull. At least it was for me to take my guard down because it's so scary. You know, starting out anyway, it was. And not now. I'm just like whatever.
Sweet.
Soy.
Well, but
Soy,
it
you're
gets to the point.
respected. You're respected, Soy.
I mean,
It gets to the
soybean,
point
you're
though where
Canadian, so I mean, you know,
oh,
Oh, no.
That's
I love you, soybean. I'm kidding. Not
America
really though.
Junior, some
America,
people call it.
America,
But no,
yeah,
it's
America
just
Light.
American life.
America
America.
Light.
Like him.
They're sibling countries.
Yeah.
The,
Sibling.
the weaker America, I call it, but
I
nevertheless,
don't know about that.
No.
the
Yeah,
nicer
That's
America.
going too far, man.
Too far.
It's too far.
Too far.
Too far for me? Nah, it's not too far enough. I can go all the way.
Well, for you, you're on that side of that side
one of those.
of our
I'm the
scale.
chaotic. I'm the chaotic evil one. Remember, the
Dude, we
better
gotta.
America.
I
You
still want
guys
to
don't have guns. What do you mean?
better. Yeah, I still want to do a D&D. Now, like we keep talking about the chaotic
Oh,
this and that.
can we all just join together and make a D&D, please?
A D&D, make a D&D.
Yeah,
D&D.
you know,
I'll
a
have one
campaign.
D&D.
Just
Uh,
one D&D.
Oh
D&D.
shoot, that reminds me.
Yes.
I don't know how to. So I started writing a D&D story like last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, but it's only like the very beginning. It's like if this book is this size or the story, then I've only got this little sliver.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I want to find a way to be motivated to do it. Um, maybe
Mm.
through this platform somehow. It's like
I
the
was gonna
channel
Oh,
say
points
just.
and
yeah.
that.
I was gonna say just stream your campaign on Twitch. That way you're obligated to actually do the campaign.
Yeah.
That'd be my advice.
Yeah.
Just force
Really
yourself into
technically
it.
I've actually
Eh,
thought of it, but
It's
it's a lot of work. That
It's
goes into
it's
it.
a
it
lot of
is.
work. Make no mistake. It's a lot of work because you have to schedule.
logistically.
You have to schedule like and stick
Yeah.
to it. Like it's
Yeah.
very hard.
Yeah,
But I'm
on a technical standpoint, that would be really like challenging to do.
yeah. But
Because yeah, Big Bird, you play it like
Mhm.
weekly, right? Yeah, so
Yeah, I
like
play
you guys
every
have the
week.
schedule down, but to get
Yeah.
everyone's cam and stuff like that's the also the one other thing I think everybody is still trying to do better at, like as I don't know,
scheduling.
for me, well, no, not the scheduling really, but like trying to do new stuff for stream, like technical wise, because I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
you guys are talking about like commands and stuff, and I don't really
Yeah.
have
That
anything special I'm trying to do,
you have
like
Pepsi
technical
Man.
wise, but yeah, I got that, you know, I got the classics, but
Pepsi Man's good enough, you know. But no,
Pepsi Man.
I agree with that because for me, like I'm having a hard time coming up with channel points rewards because
Yeah.
like there I don't really have a gimmick on stream that can be like, oh, let me do 25 push-ups as a cripple. Like what? No, like I can't do that. So it's like trying to think out the box and come up with channel points has been a struggle.
Hmm.
Other than like the basic bitch ones where it's like hydrate, you know.
Do you have a standard flavor for Gatorade that you drink?
That's a that's a random question.
Wait, what?
No, well,
That's a
I
random
I
ass
can see the
question.
bottles behind you. I see the bottles behind you too. It's
Yeah,
just
I drink a
in
lot.
the-
I drink a lot of red Gatorade.
Oh,
Okay.
fruit punch.
I
Fruit
was
Well, I'm
punch.
just
about to
thinking like,
say, I
okay,
was like,
one of the channel points is to switch the flavor. Like it
Oh,
forces you to
God.
switch the flavor or something.
I'd have to buy all this random amount of Gatorade to make that work.
Yeah, that's the. Unfortunately, that's the part of it. But
I'm a Gatoradeaholic.
stream
Hello.
the stream donations will fuel into that.
I
So
mean, if y'all want to donate for my dumb ass to drink Gatorade on my stream, motherfucker, I have a link at the bottom of my stream. Click on that bitch and donate. I'll buy it.
didn't you say one time you wanted to be sponsored by them too?
Oh yeah, sponsor me.
who doesn't want to be
Matter of fact,
sponsored?
matter of
Love
fact,
to be
hold on one second. Matter of fact, Contigo water bottles, sponsor me, bitch.
Oh yeah, Yin isn't here. You can take her sponsorship.
This is my idea. I didn't steal it from anybody. Fuck you.
She's already got Adidas and McDonald's and Oculus. You know.
That's true.
She
And
can-
to be fair,
Too many.
To be fair, she hasn't been sponsoring Contigo lately, so I'm stealing it officially.
that is true. It's been a while since that's been redeemed.
It's been a while. Is the
Yeah.
burping still happening?
The
The
burping is
counter.
still valid, yes.
Hmm.
The burping and yawning counter is going
Active.
strong. The only thing she needs now is a feet clap counter.
Yeah, someone's got to set that up. Mods.
Yeah, me.
Multi,
You want me?
right?
You want me?
Mike?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Multi,
Mikey
set that shit up.
Mikey
Do my
did
job, please.
that.
I mod for like all of you except Jim. So,
I
I
have
don't
one
mod for
mod
Jim.
and I only need the one and true mod soybean.
well, I mean, that's
Soy is
because
a very good mod.
So is it good?
I mean,
Yes.
that's because Jim's a simp for his mods. I'm kidding.
That soybean does a great job. Okay,
Uh-huh,
that's what I'm
sure.
saying.
Sure.
You do a
Big Bird.
great job, Soy. Yeah.
Pog. What is your pog?
Pog moment.
The one
It's
and true
between
simp.
it's between a couple. I think a big pog moment was I think when I met Ian for the first time, like in real life, not like on stream, but in real life.
That must have
Oh
been so
yeah, oh yeah,
cool.
you did
Like,
that.
It was really cool. I think it's one thing when I'm talking to you
Poggies.
guys over the camera and stuff like
2034.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one thing when we talk and interact like this, but it's another thing when you actually meet in person. It's
Physically meet somebody. Yeah.
yeah, it is a, I was nervous, the first time, because like I don't
Who
know how this
wouldn't be?
interaction is going to be, and this first time interaction is going to be caught on camera, it's
Right.
going to
Oh.
be streamed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know this, Jim? Huh.
No, I didn't. Well, I knew you
Jim-
met her, but I didn't know it was like streamed too. That's
Yeah,
so
we're going
nerve wracking.
stream.
Yeah, I
That's
was very
yeah, they went
nervous.
for
Where
ice
this
cream.
comes from too.
And especially, I was like holding, she's like, okay, we're gonna pick you up at this time. I was like, okay. So I had like my phone, and then I got a notification on my phone that she started streaming, and like I went to the stream, and she's driving in her car with her sister. She's driving in her car
Did you
with her
know?
sister.
Did you know beforehand that she was going to stream?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Or
did.
is that how you found out?
No, we
No,
had talked
she
about
planned
it.
it.
Planned.
We had
Okay.
we had planned it, but
That's- Okay.
yeah, like she went live, and like I was like, oh man, I recognize that street. Like this is really happening. Like we're actually gonna like get together,
See each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually gonna see each other. And I was like and then when I finally caught up to the car because we had this whole back and forth thing where the map was taking her weird places, and we
I
finally.
remember
I
that.
remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
I was there for that.
And I finally got in the car and saw them, and then I saw like, she was already streaming and had the phone and all that, and like said hi to everyone in chat from a different person's stream. That was a weird experience too. Like,
No,
hey
like,
guys, like
hello.
all these people that I know, like,
Hello, invaders.
but I'm on a different person's stream.
Yeah.
But it was like once we got down to it and like went to the place, it was a lot of fun. Even though if it was only for like an hour and a half. A very
Oh,
very
yeah, that
short,
must have
very,
been cool.
Yeah, very short, but it was a great moment and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it made everything like not that this isn't real, but it just solidified everything. Like I guess I am a streamer
like-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely solidifies that like online friendships are real friendships. I think.
100%. Yeah.
Like when I meet Andrew, because I'm gonna meet Andrew one day, motherfucker. We're gonna meet up.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Like-
guys are close enough to each other, so.
Yeah, like we can definitely make something happen. Goddamn it.
I mean, I hope we all get to meet up at some point.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, oh, definitely,
sure.
definitely. Yeah.
Right in the
But
center of America.
yeah,
Right
let's all
wherever
go-
that is.
Right in the
Let's all go
Bible
to
Belt.
Yeah, the Bible.
Let's all no, fuck it. Let's all meet up in Montana. Who the fuck goes to Montana?
Montana.
I hear it's beautiful there, so
Yeah,
TwitchCon
I haven't been to
2021.
Montana since I was like a little kid.
Let's go to the Redneck State 2021. Let's go. Yeehaw.
Yeah, I think anytime when you can meet another streamer outside of stream, but I mean, well, not really outside stream, but in real life,
Yeah.
that's always a great moment. Something that I'll remember, you know.
That must have been amazing for you. Like I would have. It's like meeting one of
Yeah.
your friends that you've known for a long time. and
Yeah,
you
it
just
was a
go
weird
like,
feeling because I'm like, I know you, but you're like physically
Real.
here in front of me now.
Yeah, you're like real.
Yeah.
You're a midget? Oh shit.
Yeah. No, I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking that. But when I met her, I'm like, oh, she's that tall. Okay,
She's a
that's
midget.
interesting. Because you can't really tell height
weird.
from streaming.
True.
Right?
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when you finally meet, you're like, oh, you're that tall. Okay.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I'll get cheated because I'm always sitting in my wheelchair. So like all you motherfuckers are taller than me by default, unless
By
you're
default,
unless,
yes,
you're unless you're like a super midget, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Or Soy, you
Down.
can't
can
tell.
come down here to the U.S. and show us how to juggle.
That's true.
Yeah,
Everyone just meet at Niagara Falls. Like,
Okay.
that's
No,
close enough,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's all go to the
Let's go
border
with
and wave to the Canadians and be like, hello, you weak-willed humans.
The one
I'm going
Canadian
over
we
and
are
never
aware
coming
of.
back.
You know.
The one Canadian.
Yeah, but that was definitely a Poggy's moment for me, for sure. For sure. this
Yeah,
year.
by far.
I almost
Yeah.
forgot that. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta Multi, you gotta top that. Top it.
Top it? I don't know.
Challenge time.
That's-
Challenge. Didn't
This
you
could
just
be your
do
pog
it?
moment right now.
Yeah, my pog moment is still being alive 24 hours after I eat.
Oh, yes.
Nuggets. That's
How
my
many
moment.
fucking nuggets did you get to, by the way?
It was 81. It was
God
oh my
damn.
God, 81. It was barely 81. 81
Yeah.
almost didn't make it down. Like
Wait, but also the rule has to be that it doesn't come back up, right?
yeah,
Yes.
none of
Right,
it came
yeah.
back up. Like I just went to bed after that. It was just like I walked the dog. Really, the dog walked me after that.
I'm
And
about to
then,
say.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Like I just went to bed, and yeah, that was it. That was my. Oh yeah, and then I woke up and then I was watching you, Jim, playing Fortnite. I was like, oh, this is
Oh
nice.
yeah, I remember that.
Chill and just
Yeah, that's
watched
fun.
this after that.
Yeah, you still sounded just like a mess, somewhat.
Yeah, if you saw the stream, there is no life in his face. Like after a certain point,
I know, I was
nuggets,
just, like,
at like
upset that I
30
missed it.
nuggets, it was so bad. Like
He was
I remember
blackout
in
drunk
my
by
head-
35.
I was like
Oh.
making fun. No, I wasn't like making fun of it, but I was like, wow, Big Bird, like Yen, they're all zoning out and like it's like 1,000-yard stare. And then I got to 30 and I was like,
You were
wow,
like, doo-doo.
I talk a lot of shit. Like,
Yeah.
like it's true. So
Didn't you buy 120 nuggets? Like you
I
were
did.
actually
I
gonna
thought
go
I was gonna
beyond.
kill it. I actually ate some for lunch today because I was like,
What?
gonna throw it out.
You're still
Yeah,
gonna
I-
throw it out.
I
Like,
actually-
yeah,
Right,
but a lot. I
fuck
spent
that.
money.
It's just like
yeah, when I did mine, I actually ordered 120 as well because they for some reason they came in like packs of, I don't remember.
well, they
I don't
sell
remember what
the
it was.
$40 or the 40 nugget deal.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, and I just
Oh,
did
okay.
that 3 times.
Nice.
But yeah, I was like, oh, starting when I got up to like 60, it was like, this is
60 just sounds.
this is hard. It's like
disgusting.
it's hard. Like
Nothing was won.
I
really nothing was won after that. It was
yeah,
just-
it wasn't
No.
like
God
I'm
no,
used
y'all
to it.
y'all are idiots.
Because when I played back when I played football, like as a lineman, you or even as a football player, you eat a lot. Like
Yeah.
I remember one time when our team went to a Chinese buffet for one thing, and we like cleaned the place out. There's like no food, so people were
Huh.
upset, but we like
Really?
cleaned the place
truly.
out
Oh,
of food. So I'm like used to eating. My body is used to eating a lot. Like even though like I might have had to stare, like I knew body wise, physical wise, I could go for more, even though I already had this a stare going on. But I was
You
like
should have went for more.
I was like I shouldn't though, because that stuff isn't real chicken. It's like
Yeah,
it's processed
Yeah,
stuff.
true.
I was like,
eating chicken McDonald's nuggets, and like after the
yeah.
20th one, I was like, this is so bad, you know.
Yeah.
But
I think for me, I got to
neither
like
one of
40
us
nuggets one time.
died.
Yeah, I think for me the closest thing to that I've ever done is like I was really hungry one day, and I ordered 40 chicken nuggets, 2 Big Macs, a quarter pounder, and fries, and I ate all that in one sitting and didn't throw it up.
Damn.
oh, you did it.
Yeah,
You
wow.
completed it.
Wow.
So if I can do that, I can eat 100 nuggets. God damn it.
Mike, did you get a soda with it too?
Yeah,
Diet Coke,
Okay.
you know, be healthy.
Diet Coke.
Be
What?
healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy?
No,
Healthy?
it's
What do you-
funny you say that, because
what do you
I got Diet Coke when I got my nuggets. I got a
I
Diet
wanted
Coke.
Coke.
I did.
I wanted to
I-
stream
I drink
myself
Sprite.
ordering in the drive-through just to hear maybe a potential reaction.
Like
Yeah, I'll
What
have
the
120 nuggets and Diet Coke, you know,
The fuck, Wumbo.
What? Just one
for,
diet
for the
Coke.
kids. Um, but
Me.
yes,
It's like for me.
before we get carried away, that was not my pog moment of the year. Okay, I will not
No,
sum up
that-
my greatest moments of 2020, as few as they were, just because I ate 81 nuggets. That is no,
Yes.
not even close.
all right.
So what was your poggy moment of the year?
It was really hard to think of it, but I truly do think my pog moment of the year was and the fact that I almost forgot about it is kind of wild too. But when I did my 26-hour stream,
Oh yeah, that was nutty.
like I almost forgot that I did that. And it's kind of
That was
fucking wild because
insane.
I'm
Oh, is that
sitting
with
in the same
the weird
place right
pizza?
now.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
that-
the weird
okay.
pizza.
That was the first time
The
I
weird
met you,
pizza.
actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that was
what?
that was the first time. Yeah,
Oh shit.
God
Okay.
damn.
yeah.
Well,
I
that
just,
was cool.
Yeah,
Like,
you were being talked about in another channel about the weird pizza. Was it Domino's?
It was
Yeah, Domino. Oh my god, yeah, it was
It's just-
Domino's.
What
Like,
the fuck did
pretty
you eat
gross.
on that pizza? Was it like a Schwetzer?
It
No,
was.
it was-
Oh, what was it? I have the thing. Because
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was-
I'm gonna try it.
Wait, why do you want to try that?
Because I'm
Honestly,
curious.
I want to try the Schwetzer.
Like,
That's what I
it's-
want to try.
Yeah, the sweats. You guys know what the sweats is, right?
Yeah.
What's
I
this
don't
one
think
stuff?
they do, but I know what it is.
So me and my friend Yogurt99, we know each other IRL. We ordered our friend Steve a pizza. Steve is lactose intolerant, so he can't have cheese on all. So we were at his place for like a New Year's party or like Christmas party, just a little get together at his place, and we ordered him a extra large pizza, all the meats, extra pineapple, but just no cheese and no sauce. So it was just
Chick-
like they just
a-
jumbled meat together and just put it on
Ah.
like a. It was
gotta have, like-
$40 too. It was so
Expensive.
much. We split it. That's the sweats. Though.
Dang,
It's just all meat.
I want to eat
That's-
that.
tough.
I feel like
But-
the American in me wants to eat that and be proud. Like,
No.
I eat meat.
No, you just gotta put like a huge ribeye or T-bone steak right on top of some bread, and that's it.
It's funny
then
you
deep
said that
fry
because
it.
I had that for dinner last night. I had
Oh.
ribs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw the picture.
Yeah.
That
God.
was
So what are you guys doing for 2021? Fuck all this bullshit.
Why? Hey, whoa! I wasn't even finished. Hold up.
Hold up. Yeah, that's,
He's still
that's
talking
weird.
about his stream.
Eating
Keep
the
him
weird
down.
pizza wasn't my hog moment either.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay, 26
stop sweeping
26
it
hours
under.
stream. 26 hours.
Within
stream.
26 hours, that pizza was
Wait,
the
is there a way
moment.
to mute people? on this. Gotta mute Mike for a little bit.
Yeah, damn.
Oh,
Mike
man.
really trying to like paint a different light on me.
Here, I'll mute myself. Hold
But yeah, that was like that happened in October, and it was great. Like it was really fun because I had so much support throughout the whole stream, the whole 26 hours, and yeah, it was 26 hours, not even 24 hours, and the whole time I felt like it was in my element, you know. Not the whole time because like oh god, like 22 to 23 those hours I was losing it on camera. Like it was awful, you know? But like other than that, like I really felt like it was in my element. It was super fun just like talking to people for so long because I know Mike, you said earlier, like, do you have anxiety like before you begin to
Yeah.
stream?
Do you
And
have
I think I
anxiety
talked
when
about
you
this
start the stream?
once. I personally don't. You know, most of the anxiety, it's not really anxiety, I will say, but
Yeah.
I have
I like.
feelings when I know I have to end stream, but I really
Mhm.
don't want to. Like I know I could
Yeah.
keep going for more, but there's like extraneous circumstances that don't allow me to.
I
And
agree.
it's like that to me like always blows. And because I would like to keep
Yeah.
streaming as long as I can. So a
Of
26
course.
hour stream, it was really great that I was able to do that and just talk to people. Went down like memory lane and stuff throughout the whole year, like just stuff that I did on the channel from the very beginning. And
Hmm.
it was really fun. And it just showed me that, you know, like this year's been rough for everybody. You
Hmm.
know, I was planning on going back to school this year, like full on just finish my degree, all that, and then COVID happened. Like
Mm.
literally 1 week after I got into classes, and
Oh.
like yeah, it was just bad. And then just thinking back, like this happened after, right? But like little thing happened with some group of people you might know. I'm not gonna name
Uh
anything,
huh.
but
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
it was just hard to think about really like what was positive about this year, especially considering all
Yeah.
that and the stuff that's still to come, right? But just that
Hmm.
in that time, and even right now, just talking to you guys, like after a really long week of work and stuff, like those are the moments that like that were really good and really nice, and yeah,
Yeah. I
just the
agree
longer I
because
get to
like.
talk to you guys in stream, those are the pog moments for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I agree with you for the most part. It's just like talking to you guys. Like when I'm off stream, I'll literally sit here and message all of you at some point and want to talk. Like I'm
That's true
always just
too.
like, cause I always want to talk to you guys, cause you guys are my friends. Like even outside of
Yeah.
streaming, like I don't view you guys as streamers. I view you guys as my friends, and
Yeah, that's why
that's
I
kind of
talk so much in everyone else's Discord too. I want to keep talking to you guys,
yeah,
and you guys are
dude.
there.
My
Like I
Discord's
love that we
dead
can
because
still
I'm
do that.
talking in everybody else's.
Right.
I'm just
Um,
like, oh yeah, mine exists. Shit.
and like with streaming, it's when you're streaming, it's almost like you're too busy to be able to talk as much as you want to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
your
There's
pals and
only
I'm
some
not.
stuff.
things you realize like after stream, like oh, I should have said that. Or, yeah.
Right.
Like,
Right.
oh, I should have did this, or oh shit, I didn't spend time with my family. Whoops. Like,
Oh well, I don't.
but
Uh,
well, hey, I don't give a shit about my family,
um, different
but
strokes,
nah,
different
yeah.
folks.
Right. No,
different
but
strokes,
that
different
question
folks.
comes to
But
mind every so often, right? Just are we balancing
yeah,
our lives properly? Did we just
yeah, that I
completely
think
shut out people from our real lives?
J-
I
Jim gets
personally
what I meant when I
stream
said
to
that.
escape from my
Yeah, yeah.
family, so you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, see, it's for me. It's like I live with my family, right? So I have like a niece and a nephew that always want to hang out with me, and then like there'll be moments where my nephew comes in and I'm like, I can't right now. I'm streaming. Go away. And it's just like moments like that that I really like kick myself for because I'm like, he wants to hang out with me now, but like 7 years from now, he's not gonna want nothing to do with me because like he'll
Yeah.
be like a teenager, you know. But it's moments like that that I'm like, damn, I should have ended stream or something. Because, like, at that point, I'm choosing streaming over my family, But I love streaming that much that it's like, I don't think about it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm streaming, go away.
Yeah,
You know?
I get that.
Um, when your nephew, right? You have a
Mm-hmm.
nephew. So
Yeah.
how roughly how old?
7.
Um, seems okay, but or maybe when he's older,
Yeah.
it's like he can be involved
Oh
with
yeah,
this
when
stuff,
when
right?
he's older, like he can do whatever the hell he wants. He can be on my stream or whatever. Like I
Yeah,
don't care.
because
Like he like
one of my
I
favorite
was gonna
things is
say
oh go
I
ahead.
was gonna say when he started, like when I first started streaming this year, he wanted to be on the streams,
Uh,
and I had to tell him no. I was like, no, buddy, you can't. You don't. You're too young. You can't be on stream. Da 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 da. Like I had to break it down for him because like he really wanted to be a part of it from the jump. Which
yeah,
if he was my kid, I would have been cool with it because he's my kid, but he's not. So it's just
yeah.
like, sorry, bud.
Um, well, there could be ways. Like I was gonna say that one of my favorite things to do is playing Fortnite with my nieces and nephew.
Fortnite.
Because it's like they don't have to be on camera, but they're there, in a sense,
They can
and we
still
just have a
play.
good time and have fun and laughing and stuff. So there could be
Yeah,
ways to
I
incorporate
could
in
I
some
could see that.
way. Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. It's just I hate Fortnite, so I don't bother.
Doesn't have to be Fortnite.
What?
Whatever.
It doesn't have to be
I'm
Fortnite.
like,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. It's like any
Fortnite
game
hater.
that he likes, any game that he likes, I fucking hate. So it's just like, god damn it, we can't find
Uh,
middle ground. He
mhm.
wants to play Among Us and Brawlhalla, and I'm like, no, I hate those. But I love you, but no. But yeah, but no. In general, meeting you guys helped me a lot in terms of like even dealing with family, because like before this, I never really had an outlet to kind of talk to anybody about my problems. And you never want to do that on stream. On stream, you want to kind of create like a positive influence, or at least me. I want to kind of create like this chaotic, fun, positive influence. But through that, through meeting you guys and through having communities to bounce off of, I've definitely gotten through a lot of things I wouldn't have otherwise, for sure, just by streaming.
Yeah, it's been a great impact, I think, for all of us here. Like out of
Definitely.
this chaotic sort of year being what it is, there 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 happens to be a lot of fortune in it as well. And like I'm very thankful that this was able to come out of this crazy, just
Yeah.
crazy, weird, busy sort of year, that we can do this. And
Podcast.
we're working hard at it too. um
Yeah, I
but
can't understate that. Like streaming, like even though we might not make like money from this, to say that it's not like something we're passionate about would be disingenuous. Like we put so much work in it, it's almost like a job in itself.
Oh yeah. hmm Like
And
the way I
like,
feel about streaming, it's one of the few things in my life that like I actually do care about like enough to keep working on it every day. Obviously, I should care
yes,
more about more things, and I'm getting there. I'm trying, but like
I
at least
agree.
for the stream, it's very rewarding to me. Like when I put in something like new or something, and people enjoy it, right? And that just feels
Hmm.
very nice.
it's good to get that
I
feedback.
can relate to that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
And everyone's so supportive too. Like if someone enjoys it, they'll let you know, and that's really
Oh
like
yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, that
that's like one of the
reinforcement.
best
Yeah.
feelings. Yeah, for sure. It's like one of those best feelings where it's like, hey, I like this thing that you're doing. Keep it up. Like little stuff like that. Like it might not mean a lot to them. They might just say it to say it, but to you, it's like, oh shit, I think I'm doing a good thing. You like my stuff. You like me. This is amazing. Thank you. You know, and it's just moments like that that make me want to keep streaming. Cause like if nobody told me that, I would have quit streaming months ago. Like despite my internet issues, I would have probably quit anyway. But the fact that I stuck with it and the fact that I've met all of you and like built, this like community of people that I can talk to every day, regardless if I'm streaming or not, it's like one of the best things to come out of this. so that whenever I stop streaming, I'll still have friends and memories to cherish. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
So, with all this exploration of 2020 and streaming, how do you guys feel about the next year? Do you guys have certain plans or ideas, thoughts in mind of what you're going to be doing,
Hmm.
or even outside
Great
of
question.
streaming? It's like I think even though we're streaming,
I mean,
like
obviously, we're all gonna have plans for streaming because that's what we do at the current moment. So we obviously want to evolve that, right, going into next year. But in terms of life and outside of streaming as well, like for me, it's just to meet up with more people IRL in real life because, like, you guys know me. I'm very honest. I'm very open about a lot of stuff, and I think I just want to translate what I've done here into the real world a lot more than I have. Like streaming is a
yeah,
great
yep,
was a great gateway to that, and now that I've gotten the confidence to embrace who I am on like the Twitch level, I feel like if I incorporated that more into my real life, I'd be a better person going into 2021.
that's great, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
there's stuff that we gain from this that helps build our person outside of this
Yeah,
too.
For sure.
exactly. And so that's going to be my goal. It's just like, obviously, I'm still going to stream. I'm still going to do what I do now, but I'm going to try to take what I've learned from here and incorporate that into real life things like going to concerts or going to cons and meeting up with like you guys, obviously, at some point. Like all these things that I want to do in a post-COVID world. Because
Yeah,
until
Yeah.
that happens, we're all just kind of doing this. So, another news: my birthday's coming up at the end of the month. So
hey,
that's
17
a
more
thing.
days.
awesome.
I'll be 25. I'll be a boomer. It'll all go downhill from there.
Be
And then, I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad for Jim and Big Bird. They're already booming.
Yeah,
Long
But
long
yeah,
time. Yeah.
long
long,
time.
we
Mike's
love you long
becoming a
time. But
boomer. Jim and Big Bird have become boomed. Past
yeah,
tense.
they boomed. They've boomed.
Sorry,
We're just
don't mean to
passing
rub
away
it
soon.
in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fanny Pack. I've become boomer. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that because this year I'm not gonna ask for anything for my birthday. I just kind of want to hang out and get drunk. That's about it. I'm not gonna do any special thing. I'm not gonna like go do anything with my family. But who the hell knows? My family might have something planned. I have no idea. But this year I'm not really looking to do anything special, other than just enjoy my day off.
Nice.
Sounds
That's
good.
how you know I'm a
You
boomer,
deserve it.
because I'm enjoying days off. But
All
yeah,
right, it's gonna be a good 2021 for you.
yeah, I'm gonna run for president in 2034. That's a thing.
Yep. Hey, preparation started like a month
Yes,
ago,
yeah, start,
so
yeah.
you got a,
Jim's
got
my
a head
Ability will
start.
campaign manager.
come.
Got a head start.
Yeah, I need Jim to build me, like, make me a banner and shit I can have on my stream and just
No,
put
like
that at the
I
bottom.
told you, right? I have my next drawing like in my mind. I just need to sit
Do
down
it.
and do it. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Multi's 26. I wish.
Wait, what? What?
26. Yeah, right. I mean, I was surprised to learn your age, Multi. I was,
I
Yeah.
think
but
everybody is.
yeah.
And I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that
Mm,
people are surprised about it now. Because people used to be surprised about it before. And I was like, there's a big period of time where people weren't.
yeah.
And then it's like now I'm just like, okay. I know I'm young.
Well, I have a similar experience. Like when I have my beard, people think I'm like 30 something. When I shave this shit, I look younger. And everyone's like, "You dropped 10 years." I'm like, "Thank you, I guess. Fuck you, but okay." But yeah, it's always a weird thing for me whenever I have my beard. People think I'm like 35 or some shit. And I'm like, I'm 24. They're like, "What the fuck?" And then I shave my beard. They're like, "You're 18." I'm like, "Huh, bitch."
Just
That's why you shave only half of it, like vertically.
I should have done that on my stream. Should have been like, "All
Yeah,
right, guys,
shut up.
half my beard's gone. I'm Two-Face now." Ha ha ha.
yeah, like do that for like an hour, right? And then okay,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
show's over.
Oh God.
Wumbo,
I don't know.
gee.
Were any of you guys there when I shaved my shit off? When I shaved my beard? Were any of you guys at the stream?
I was in a coma.
I couldn't make. I was in a D&D game, so I didn't make it.
Well, that's
I
fine. The
was-
only thing, the only reason I bring that up is this is when I shaved my beard with this tiny fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I remember you showed
It's
me. You showed me the other day.
Yeah. I don't know how the fuck I shaved all my beard off, but
That's-
like I did it with this tiny ass thing.
Yeah, it's
Looks
gotta
like
take a while.
like a piano
No
tune or
blood?
something.
No blood?
Oh, there was blood. There was blood. Yes, it took me 40 minutes to shave this entire fucking beard off, but it was worth it. The vibes on my channel, if any of you want to see this shit, it was
No,
terrible.
not really. I don't really
uh,
really care for that.
I don't give a shit if you care about it, Jim.
It's okay. No thanks. I might if I accidentally click to it, sure. But...
I want to see Jim with a beard. I want to see the Jim with a beard.
No, I
That's
just
what
shaved
wanna
this
see.
morning. I had a whatever.
What?
Oh, whatever.
I mean, yeah, I
I
say
had a
whatever because it's
whatever.
like barely anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaved this morning.
Ooh, Asian American beards be like.
Exactly.
He's like I had a.
Like, yeah,
He's like
yeah,
I had
we call it
peach
beard.
fuzz.
It's
No, I had a
literally,
little bit like
single
Big Bird
hair goatee
thing going.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like half of Big Bird's was what I had.
Oh God. Nah, but yeah, no, I'm really glad we got to do this. Honestly, like you guys are
It
awesome.
was fun.
Yeah, we're not done.
Oh, I know we're
Mike
not
is
done.
always-
I'm
You got your
just-
time.
Mike is always jumping the gun.
That's
You're
it.
muted. Mike, your
Oh,
answer's done.
I'm canceled. I'm canceled. I'm leaving.
Oh
Oh,
no.
he's gone.
Oh,
So
JK.
next episode, Mike's not gonna be on. So
Well,
we got to give others a chance.
Fair enough.
I mean, you
I
other
am
two,
the
you might
cancer.
be okay to come on, but
Oh wow. Fuck you, Jim.
I'm kidding. I mean, there's other topics coming up, and then depending on the topic, it'll depend. Depending on that,
Hmm.
I'll have an idea of who I want to bring in. It'll always cap
Okay.
out at 4, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah.
5 or 6 just seems like a lot of people.
Yeah, it,
I
it
was
does.
gonna ask, like, are you like moving forward with the podcast? Are you gonna be the host and like have 3 people come in? Are you like, what are your thoughts on moving forward with this now that we're kind of in the middle of it?
Well, yeah. If I can work out my technical difficulties there, but
Yeah.
I
True.
think your question is
Yeah,
kind
Big
of
Bird's
alluding
always gonna
to,
have to
like,
be a guest host.
I'm always gonna have to stream it.
Big Bird has the sauce. Yeah.
Big Bird, you can go to work or something. Just leave the stream.
I just
on
need to
so
stream.
people
Yeah.
can-
just if we can stream into your channel, and that's a possibility.
Oh yeah, I
but
could just host. I could just when I'm
Right.
gone, I just host your.
there's that.
Yeah.
But in the background, there's like a certain whatever you can set up that makes it possible. To,
Right, yeah,
where it's
yeah.
more like an empire type of thing rather than
Jim,
just a
we'll
single
help
channel.
you fix this audio issue for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
have to do some testing. Thanks, Mike, for helping with testing earlier. But we didn't test this
Of
one
course.
aspect from the
Yeah,
viewer perspective. But
yeah, I should have mentioned that because it's funny enough you mentioned that audio issue because I was having that same issue in my stream the other night and I didn't think about it.
yeah, well, Big
So.
Bird knows what he's doing. But to answer your question, I
Yes.
think you're kind of alluding to whether this is like based off of me guiding
Yes.
it, or if it's a group thing.
Yeah,
I never really thought of-
that's the question I have.
I hadn't thought of it as a group thing because nobody seemed to bring it up anyway.
Well, here we
and
are.
this is all a new thing too, but I know Multi is going to start his own podcast, right? Next year?
yeah,
Or talk
kinda.
show? Or that's what he wanted to do?
He said,
Is that your
"Yeah,
answer to the
baby."
question? Like, if Mike could stop talking, maybe that's your answer to the question.
No,
About
yeah,
what-
I
2021.
definitely want to do a podcast, like a different one, because I figured, well, I don't know, because kind of like going into this podcast, like weeks before when you invited me and stuff, and kind of just like picking some stuff up from your stream, like, and also considering the fact that the one time I raided you and I had a really raid message, I don't know how to describe it, and I was like, oh, this is not, and you were like, yeah, we don't do that here, and I was like, oh, this is not the right vibe for this
Wait,
channel. I was
You
like,
mean, did I delete your message? That
no, No, you
Is that?
didn't delete
Oh, the
it.
raid
No, that was
message.
Mike. I deleted Mike's message.
Did
On the
you?
during the puppet show of all things, you had to say that. Of all
Oh
things,
God,
kid
Mike, what
friendly.
did you
Right.
say?
I don't even remember what I said, but it's probably something
I
so
didn't even want to
toxic that
talk
Jim.
about
I
it.
don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Well,
think I wanted
but
to.
speaking of that, the content itself, because it was all like statistical looking, it was like I don't know if that's even kid friendly at that point. But
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead, continue.
But I figured like, when we're on like this
Mhm.
podcast, it'd be more serious stuff and
Hmm.
well, not necessarily like serious stuff, because as we're like going along, like we've made jokes and stuff. We're just this is
Yeah.
like very casual and very nice. But like, yeah, I kind of want to do one that's more, I guess, centered around like entertainment and stuff or something like that.
Hmm.
Like have one podcast to yeah, because I've had the idea of just like making a podcast a while ago, because it's like a couple years ago I tried to do one, and then like earlier this year I think I also tried to do one on my stream. It was really bad because like it was just me like as the
Okay.
host, and I was like, this is not a podcast, this is just another one of my streams, it's like
Oh,
So
I
just
see.
um
chatting.
Yeah, just
yeah,
chatting
That's
just
funny.
stream. Yeah.
but I want to do like an actual podcast where we talk about, and I feel like I'd want to make it a different like podcast, because so that way like I wouldn't have to worry about like, because we'd probably talk about like really random topics and stuff, um and like things that maybe aren't so as structured or something, so it'd be a different entity, right,
Hmm.
from this podcast, but I still really enjoy this one, what we're talking about
Yeah.
here. And so maybe we can, I'll work something out. I do intend on doing that, and you guys can like, I would love for you guys to like come on there and like talk about things too. You know,
Sure, I'll pop
you
one.
said that we couldn't do that, so yeah.
Yeah, sounds
The thing
good.
with the thing with the podcast is like I think I'm personally doing the risky thing where it's like whatever I googled and looked up like stuff about podcasts, right? It's like you're
Hmm.
supposed to have a kind of a niche topic or theme to it. um I think what I'm doing is general, and the plans for the different topics coming up, I don't know, I think it'll formulate into something that feels more specific, or
Hmm.
or at least the way it's gone about, that it's tied to something. And I think it's kind
Hmm.
of there. It's like I'm feeling it right now too, um but yeah, in general, like podcasts, like it would have a very set thing. There's a lot of preparation beforehand to make
Yeah,
sure
Hmm.
that okay,
research.
the target audience that you're going to have for it, um is your topic episode by episode going to be streamlined to something that people can connect to and know exactly what it is. So,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, it's good to hear that you're doing that, and
Yeah, it'll
because it's
get
cool.
started.
Any sort of creative endeavor is a great thing. But and to answer your question, Mike, I don't
Hmm.
know. I haven't like my answer to a lot of questions is like, oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. But
Yeah.
I've been thinking of it like as just a solo thing because that's really what it's been so
Well,
far. So.
when I meant like solo thing, I didn't mean like you'd have like multiple hosts that on every episode, but I meant like in terms of like are you gonna do one-on-one podcast? Are you gonna do like four every time? That kind of thing. Not like obviously you're gonna be the main host of the podcast, but I was
Oh,
just
okay.
curious if you
I
like
understand that.
like the format you were gonna use more so than
Uh,
anything.
no, it won't always be four people. It could be a one-on-one. It really just
Mm,
depends on the topic or what's happening.
yeah,
And I think it has to somehow tie partially to like what's happening in real life in the world and stuff. Not that I want to talk about politics
relevancy.
or anything like that. I'm not like well versed in like world politics and
Mm,
things like that. So, but I mean, for this episode anyway, it just happened to be that, oh, 2020 and 2021, it just made sense. But
yeah,
part of the theme too is like meet the streamer for the viewers
yeah, true.
out there. So, but yeah, the format's gonna kind of, it's not really exactly this the way it looks right now.
Right. I figured it was gonna evolve. Uh, the one thing I want to bring up before anybody talks again is I'm actually gonna start a podcast too.
Oh,
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 wow. Nice.
I wonder if
Yeah,
Big Bird's gonna. We'll get to you.
what, yeah, pretty much.
Jokecast.
No, the reason I wanted to make a podcast in the first place though was because I'd been on a podcast previous to this one, and the person had the opposite problem of this one, where it was very formatted to the point where the person had a script for their for their podcast of like the structure of it, and you could literally go through every podcast they did and see the exact same script. There was no variation. And when I thought of a podcast, I was thinking of something more freeform like this, where it's got its talking points, but it's not structured to such a hyper degree. And when I went
Yeah.
on that podcast, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and that kind of inspired me to want to make my own.
Right. So I'm of the philosophy that you described right there. And my
Yeah.
influences, because I listened to like 6 or 7 years of Nude Clan Gaming. Also, they did
Mm-hmm.
Ultima Final Fantasy. Just their podcast. I think the way they do it, because it's, I mean, there's the background structure to it, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
structured. It doesn't feel scripted or structured. So you really,
Mm-hmm.
me listening to them feels like I'm just hanging out with the guys in a sense, because they're just
Exactly.
hanging out talking to each other. So I think that's, I don't know. I felt like that's the way you do podcasting or talk shows and stuff. Keep it real.
Exactly. And so when I went on that podcast, it was like, you call this a podcast, but it's more like a glorified interview. Like the person sprung that on me like 5 minutes before we went live for the podcast. And if I had known that like maybe an hour prior, I would have canceled. But the fact that they waited until that very moment that we're going to go live to do it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So
Same.
that inspired me to want to make my own. So I'm going to plan to do that as well. Hopefully in 2021, if not late this month. We'll see.
Good. And and good. You should, and because your voice out there, like just your just chatting stuff is good.
Well,
That
thank you.
stuff is good.
I think I need to focus more when I do my just chatting stuff and podcast stuff. I need to have more like important topics to talk about because half the time, like doing those, I'm spouting like diarrhea of the mouth a lot of the time, and I just feel like if I had a little bit more structure and discipline, it would go a lot better.
Yeah,
But
there's hard work and preparation. So,
definitely.
but yeah, excited for it.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Bird, wake up! Big Bird.
Big
Okay.
Bird's dead inside. He's just like what?
I'm just making sure that the stream's still going on. Every once in a while I go
Diarrhea.
back to check on.
Yeah.
This isn't a
OBS
dream
here.
stream.
Okay, yes.
He's just out here like.
Doing
Well-
anything weird. Actually, no.
Are you planning?
Vienna's always weird.
Big
I
Bird, are you
guess-
planning to do?
Yeah, I guess
You should-
since
maybe
everyone
you should
wants
do
me
it too.
to. Yeah, I wouldn't
Wait.
mind. I wouldn't mind doing a podcast sometime. I don't know what it would be about. Oh god. Okay, I don't know what it would be about, but I think it would be fun. Since I had honestly had a great time with this today, so
Mm-hmm.
if I were to create something similar sometime next year, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so
No.
peer pressure, but the good kind of peer pressure.
The good kind. The good kind.
The good
No,
kind.
The
no, assuming
supportive
that-
kind.
Assuming that's not your plan for 2021, what is your, what do you foresee for next year? What you're going to be working on?
Well, yeah, the stream as usual. I think a goal would be what's a good goal to set? I guess it would be hard and difficult, but I guess you might as well set your goal high, right? To become a partner.
Mm.
I think
Okay.
that's
Oh,
a good.
yeah, I never-
that's a
I
good
never
goal to
considered
set.
that.
I think that would be like for all of us, right? I think that would be.
Kind of
Yeah.
scared of it. It's,
Yeah,
that's
that would.
definitely.
It's a scary thought when you think of it, but
We can get an
Totally
actual
cool.
stream team going.
yeah, then we could.
Yeah.
That would be a goal
Ooh.
to be
Ah.
a partner, and then we can actually have a stream team together, like all of us. I think that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
And just a
IBS
big
stream.
gigantic community.
Mike,
We got
you're
a lot of
muted.
fun with the name.
I had an idea pop into my head. Fuck you. No, my idea was like, out of everybody that we know, who do you think is gonna hit partner first by 2021?
Oh, well,
Hmm.
I mean, if Yin just keeps going,
Yeah,
right?
I'd
Yeah,
say it this way.
And
I think we were all in agreement there. I was just
Yeah, I
curious.
think Yin has had a very fast channel growth.
I'd say Yin or Nicewan if Nicewan
right,
hasn't hit it yet.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so.
yeah, yeah.
But just a question I had because I was like, out of everybody who streams, like, there's only like maybe one or two of us that I think could actually, make it legitimately in that time frame. And I'm not like saying we can't, but I'm just saying if it's going to be anything like this year, I don't see it happening. For me personally.
And it's funny whenever like another streamer that that we know has hits a milestone, I always feel really good about it. Like
Yeah,
I feel
Again,
like secondhand happiness.
yeah,
Like, oh,
it's
they just
great.
got affiliate. Yeah, it makes me feel good when another person I know hits a milestone of some sort. I always feel
yeah.
happy about it. It makes my day a lot better. Like whenever you guys do something for the first time, you hit a milestone, or Jim, like when you did your puppet show, or Mike, even when you're shaving your beard, I guess.
My
No,
It
no,
makes
no,
me-
no. You
it
could have picked. No, 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 no. You could have
No,
picked.
that was the first.
Fucking.
That's
You
a,
could
That was the
have.
first thing
No,
I
no,
that
no,
thought
was
no.
a
of.
You
I'm
could have
that was
said.
a
sorry.
big day.
I
That was
had
a
to
big
think
day
of
there.
something
You could
really
have.
fast. But
You could have said Monster Hunter.
okay,
Fucking Big
yeah,
Bird.
Monster
Jesus.
Hunter, playing Monster Hunter with you,
But
it
yeah.
makes me happy when I see, other than myself, right? I mean, I'm happy when I've hit a bunch of milestones. It makes me happier when the other people around me
Yeah.
have are succeeding. Yeah,
Oh yeah, no. I think that's like one of the other things too. It's like because we're all ingrained in each other's communities. Whenever one of us like is succeeding, we feel like we're accomplished because we're a part of that goal for them
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right? Like there's no jealousy, at least in my camp. There's no jealousy about it. It's all like yes. Now it's gonna be my turn. Like it's that nice positive community energy that I love.
it is really nice.
yeah. It's great. Yeah, it just like yeah it honestly does make me very happy whenever somebody hits a milestone and
Yeah.
they reach a crazy goal that they've been working towards. So
Oh
it's
God,
great.
that
It's a great
reminds me.
feeling. This is a great feeling.
So for 250 followers, I have to shave my eyebrows.
Oh,
Ooh,
you're
Oh, that's
ugh,
Are you actually doing?
you
Bro,
wait,
get
wait,
some-
wait, wait, wait. Mike,
do you doubt me?
do one first, and then
Oh,
an hour
don't.
later do the other.
Oh no!
I'll,
Oh
I'll
God!
do it right now.
Do it right now. You would do it right now too.
I would.
You would get
Just,
we could talk you into it.
One eyebrow for
I
250, the other one for 300.
No, Mike's all about
yes,
spontaneous.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yes.
seriously,
I'm
like
just like
Average viewers, maybe.
when I was hesitating or feeling kind of like, oh, I don't feel I feel uncomfortable about streaming today. I wish we would
yeah,
have talked last night. That would have been perfect.
yeah,
That it's just like sometimes you don't feel it. Sometimes you feel the energy.
yeah,
So it's like being in your element, like what you said, Multi. Is like sometimes you're in it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're not. But it's like it feels so good when you are in it, and you just want to keep it going because it's like that's the time to perform and to not perform for the act of performing, but to perform for our
To
spirit,
rise to the
to keep
occasion that
going.
we want to, yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
meet the goal that
Exactly.
we set for ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like at least when I stream, I know that when I stream longer, it's usually because I'm like having a good time, really having a good time, especially when there's people in chat that are there and want to speak and want to
Well,
talk. I tend to stream longer, but
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
but it's yeah when I agree. Like when you're in that sort of element and you feel energized and ready to go. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna keep streaming. Like,
Yeah,
why would I
yeah.
want to stop? Yeah.
Why,
just
why,
keep
why
going.
would I ever want that to die? I want it to keep going. Let's go.
Yeah, the clock doesn't matter at that point.
No, I could
Right.
like. I think legitimately, I almost accidentally did an 8-hour stream one time, just because I was that in the mood for streaming. I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go at it.
Oh, God. I want to see Jim do an 8-hour stream. Let's go.
I did one.
What?
It
Pog?
was like it was in my like first
Really?
2 or 3 weeks. I felt like
Really?
okay, I just have to do this, but after that, 6 hours is a lot for me. 4 hours kind of pushes it sometimes.
What did you do
Yeah.
during the stream?
Back in those days, so back in those days, I would do like maybe 2 or 3 games or something within a stream. So Fortnite probably jumped into Death Stranding that night, and then I jumped into I think Counter-Strike Condition Zero specifically
Counter-Strike.
for like a
Oh,
for a
wow.
little bit. It was
Oh,
just a
okay.
weird phase too. It was like I was exploring like what feels good streaming, what makes sense and all that.
Yeah, I think I've had a couple 8 and 9 hour streams and like a 10-hour stream once.
Do you feel burnt out, or do you feel like good about when those times happen?
No, I honestly, like you said, when you're in it, you don't realize the time a lot, that how long you've been streaming most of the time. Like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, it's 3 in the morning. I didn't even know I'm still going. It's already been like 9 hours.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I whenever someone just happened to raid, I felt like obligated to stream like another hour. But nowadays, I just like, I'm sorry, I was on my way to bed. Like, because it's like, but you get to that point where it's like, you know, really just doing your own thing, and you still gotta
Yeah.
like get to sleep and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I usually stream if someone were to raid. I usually stream like an extra 20, maybe 20, 30 minutes at most.
20, 30 minutes, yeah.
Just to show up, just to give a little bit of it, at least in my opinion, like me personally, I'm like, oh, they took the time to raid, and you know, I'll play a little bit longer for that, and then I'll
Yeah.
then I'll go to sleep, and I'll move them over to somebody else.
Oh, God.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
I'll never forget my first raid. It was so random. My first raid
You
was
raiding
like...
into somebody?
No. Somebody raiding into me. Like my first getting raided, I should say.
Oh, nice.
It was... Yeah, no. It was so random. The person was a streamer that I modded for, and I was like, they normally stream way longer than I do. So I was just sitting there like I gone away. I was like away getting lunch or something. You know, I was like, nobody's gonna watch. It's fine. I come back to find out I got raided by 75 people.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Damn.
75 people.
Yeah, the person
that's
that
too
got me
soon.
to stream, the person that got me to stream was a big streamer. So I was like, oh. I came back and I was like, they're all gone. Fuck! It was like that was like the anti-pog moment of my life. I was like, no!
Well, it's funny, like, because if you just happen to like just
Hey,
step back into the
speaking of raid.
Midnight, thanks
speaking
for
of
the
raid.
raid. What the
the
timing?
raid.
What the
Raid,
timing?
let's go. Raid.
Raid! Pog.
Oh,
Hype it
man. Thanks,
So
man. I
weird.
appreciate it. Speaking
The
of
irony.
raids, oh, that's hilarious.
Somebody should clip that.
Yeah,
Clip
someone
it,
clip
stream
that. Yin, I guess you can clip that if you want. But,
Yeah,
oh,
Yen, clip it.
No.
So
But
don't
yeah.
mind me while I'm ordering pizza, because we were talking about pizza earlier.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
I
is the
do want to
biggest
try
pog.
that pizza. I do want to try it. I think if I hit 200 followers, I'll try it.
Yeah, do that right now.
Crazy.
No.
Wait,
crazy
are you
looking
not
pizza.
at 200
God.
yet?
You want a salad pizza right now?
Salad pizza?
Salad pizza.
That's a crime, Big Bird. We need to get you to 200, boy.
That's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna talk to Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff, get your ass over here. Raid my friend.
Jeff, please.
Pay us our money.
Sponsor
I'm
all
gonna
of
go on
us.
Fiverr right now and buy 20 accounts.
No, just
Everyone
buy
do your
bots.
part.
Just wait for
That's
a
what I'm
bot to
saying.
show up in here. Yeah, and just,
Oh man,
It all happens naturally anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I got the
That's
200.
the best way. That's
it honestly
100%
is the best way.
so much better
Yeah.
when you just keep doing your thing and
Yeah.
you hit your milestones nonetheless.
Yeah.
Because you know, Nicewan was putting it very. He said it it was like a month ago. He said it really well. It's
Mm,
like because you don't want to like jump into something when you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Let it just happen kind of naturally because you don't want to if it's too much for you in that time, okay, you just did yourself a disservice.
mm,
Because some of those people might not stick around and then they just don't like you, or maybe it just affects you personally because it's like the pressure, right? Can't
yeah.
Yeah.
keep up with it. So yeah.
Oh, I gotta talk to Nisa one more. He's such a nice dude. Like,
I
out of
think
all
I'm
the
gonna
streamers that I met, he's like one of the older big brother types that I really love to talk to.
Honestly, there's
he's
so
too
many
nice.
great, really awesome, really very kind streamers out there
Yep.
that I'm glad I've met in the 3 to 4 months I've been streaming. It's crazy. It's crazy how many
God,
amazing
Uh,
people there are. But there
it'll
are.
that's the
be a
best part.
year for me next month. God,
Congratulations.
that's nah, that's scary for me. It's like that. I've
A
been
whole
streaming for a
year, man.
fucking
A year.
year.
Yeah, that's a
It's
huge
a career.
accomplishment. Yeah.
It's a career,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. The first time I got my first payout from Twitch, I was like, okay, this is real now.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah, I
like
think
a whole
that's
different level of validation
one
there.
problem.
I was like, oh, I have
So,
money
sorry,
now.
Multi.
Okay.
Mhm.
You were saying Multi? I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just agreeing like that. I think yeah, that's when you get your first payout. Like that's again, like you said, validation. Just like this is happening.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
actually
real. Oh
doing
no.
something that contributes to my life. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not.
there's
I'm
taxes
not.
on this
I'm
stuff.
not. What?
yeah, tax. Everything's a tax write-off. I saved my McDonald's receipt. I hope. Jim, you better
Oh,
save your receipt for this pizza you're ordering too. Like you never know. You know.
save
You know?
save the receipt for your streaming equipment, the webcam, the
Yeah,
microphone, the whole
exactly.
nine yards,
Exactly.
the
The gas
computer,
money to get to work, or
your glasses,
Let's
like
do
the
this.
whole nine yards.
Yeah, every time I have to like wipe my glasses, that's a piece of paper that I don't use paper,
Then,
but I
yeah,
would say
Yeah,
I use my
yeah.
shirt,
fiber,
loose
even though
leaf.
you're
fiber
not supposed to
cloth.
use your shirt. I
Oh
don't use the
god.
glasses wipe thing. Um,
All right, that means I can write off my hat as a fucking. Let's go.
yeah, I have one of those hats by the way, something similar. I
Wear
forget
that
to bring
shit.
it on stream, but I'll have it.
Go get it now. What you doing?
well, I think this has been pretty good, right? You guys had a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It's hitting the 3 hour mark. Yeah.
Think
Wow, three
But
Jim,
is
you
what's
didn't talk
crazy.
about your plans.
Oh
my
yeah,
Uh,
Jim. What are your plans for
and I haven't.
2021?
I haven't yet either.
Hmm.
But your plans were the stolen plans of making a podcast. I'm just kidding. You thought of
Oh
it first though.
well, no,
Technically,
no.
you thought
That
of it first.
The
I,
stolen
um,
plans. Jesus.
stolen plans.
the
No, not
stolen
at all.
plans.
Please, it's not stolen plans for the Death Star. Stuff like that. No.
The Death Star podcast.
Oh, is that what's gonna be
Um,
called? Because my name's not officially. I could take that right now.
Do it.
I like
I
the
will
Jim
be the
Jam
Jim
though.
Jam podcast.
Thank you, Soybean. Shout out to Soybean for thinking of the Jim Jam. It's
The
a really
Jim
nice.
Jam
It's a good one.
podcast.
I like
It is
it.
a good one.
Yeah.
Shout
I
out
just
Bean. When are you gonna be on the podcast, Bean?
She will be.
She
It's
better
one of
be.
the topics too
Hmm.
that I kind of shared with you guys the whole list. So
Hmm.
she'll be on.
Bet.
The Jim Jam, yeah.
Nice.
Right. So Jim, what are your goals for 2021?
Wait, Multi, I don't think you went yet, right?
He
Uh,
he did
I
kind of.
You
well,
kind of did.
that wasn't what I wanted to highlight.
Okay. It's kind of like
I was
you
like,
juked us.
oh,
No, it's
I
like
guess
when you juked us
that's
with the
happening.
pizza pogs, and then you're like,
Yeah,
no, that's not it.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I like to be specific. I'll keep it short. Don't worry.
Ah, take your
But
time.
basically, the one thing that I think I'm gonna work on into 2021 is I think some of you guys have seen it in the Discord, but it's I think now it's 97 days till my birthday,
Hmm.
and I'm turning a substantial age in my life. You can keep guessing what
12?
age
No.
it is. Yes, 12, 13. I'm getting my I can become a Boy Scout now. No,
Finally
but
turning 18.
yeah, finally turning 18, I can vote. I can vote 2034. Um,
Vote for me, Poggies, 2034.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we'll
I
need
was
you.
yeah, we will.
Sorry, go
Um,
ahead.
just 100 days. Like, you ended a 100-day challenge to stream for 100 days, and I was like, just kind of thinking I'll probably end up doing. I'll probably end up streaming for like 100 days straight anyway, so that's not really much of a challenge. But I was recent. I think Big Bird, you were one of the um ones that suggested. I think in Yin also as well, but to like create a song, produce a song, music video, and like perform it on stream in 100 days on my birthday or something. And I was like, at first I was thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it'll be exciting for multiple reasons. But I think I thought about it a lot, and considering this age that I'm turning, um, where I have to like act, it's like, it's kind of a big deal, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to start acting that age, and in a way, it's kind of like because this process is going to be difficult. There's already 97 days left to produce a song, make a video, and all that stuff. And I'm looking forward to it in a way because it's going to challenge me myself to network better with people, to
Mm-hmm.
work with people that I usually wouldn't before, and be more confident in my ability to like produce and stuff. And yeah, so that's
Mm.
definitely something that I'm looking forward to. It's I haven't had time to really like sit down and think about, but I think about it all the time. So
Mm.
that's what I'm holding on to in 2021. I'm
I have
excited
a
to share it with you
question.
guys. Yeah, yeah.
I
What's
have
up?
a question. So, in 2021, are you doing a song or are you also dropping an EP? I remember you mentioning that on one of your previous streams, and I'm just curious.
Yeah, I am. I guess I am. I did give myself a time limit or a deadline sometime in
I,
August.
yeah, I don't mean to put you on the spot there. I was just curious because I remembered like you mentioning that. I was like, oh yeah. And then you said, you're making a song, and I was like, is that gonna be? Are they linked? So I just
I don't
wanted to
know.
ask.
I'm still in the research phase of everything right now,
Hey, fair enough. I just wanted to ask because I was curious.
Yeah. But yeah, especially after everything that's happening, like I want to show that I
Yeah.
can like make music and stuff.
Hey, I believe you, man. You got this, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm totally down if you need any
Vocals.
help or anything like that. Not
Please.
necessarily vocals,
Vocals.
but
Speaking of
like
vocals, later tonight.
yes,
True?
that's
True?
true.
Wait, what? What's happening later tonight? I'm not involved. Nope.
But yeah, I'd totally be down to help with any part of it. I think
I
that
would love to
yeah.
have your expertise in it, and I want I'm thinking of it. I have so many ideas in my head that like I wouldn't have had if I was to like do this without ever streaming meeting you guys. I have so many like
Hmm.
ideas that I can't wait to work on some more first of all before asking anybody, but like
Mhm.
I want to involve people in some way. So you guys will be notified in the future, especially for like the video and stuff like that.
Nice.
I'll
But
be your mascot.
I have a
Good
plan.
mascot. It's a pretty good mascot.
I mean, if you need the pity vote, I'll be your resident mascot. What's up?
I want to involve all the guys that have, helped me along this way, and that includes some of you guys. So thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of
Andrew,
course.
Andrew, you're one of my friends, man. I love you, bud. So I'm always here to help you if I can.
Thank you, man.
We're here for your moral support and whatever you need.
Yeah,
I'm
for
here
sure.
for your money. Who am I
All right,
kidding?
give me a blank check, please, because this isn't going to be cheap.
Whatever.
Mike offers. Mike offers.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
sell his chair for you.
But
yeah. I'll
that's
sell my soul. I mean, the chair. Same difference.
okay. I'm done.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
That's
All right,
awesome.
all right.
Awesome.
Jim, it's your turn.
I'm almost done ordering my pizza. Okay.
Let's
that
play 2021.
that pizza's gonna come in 2021. Like
It's-
that's what
I
you're
know.
looking forward
That's
to.
how long it takes me to like figure out what I'm doing.
Like
Um,
2 weeks later, finally.
Wait, I just need like one more minute. I need like one more minute.
All right. Well, in that case,
Memorize your credit card information. It helps.
Okay, my credit card is no.
There you go.
I'm not gonna dox my credit
Um,
card. I'm not gonna pull again and give out my number either.
The thing is, she does that on purpose. Like,
Oh, she does it for the troll.
there's
I
a
know
difference.
she does. Yeah.
God, I was the first person that called her.
I still haven't called her because I just feel like it's weird.
It is weird, and then Yin made me feel even weirder when I called her. Like, she was in my stream and she dropped it, and I was like, "Hey, is this the first time someone's ever called you?" And she was like, "You know what? Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Bye. And she was in the stream the whole time. I was like, I don't know why I feel weird about it, but
No,
Speaking of
like,
numbers,
yeah,
there
like
you go,
text-
Yin. Promote
yeah,
that
it's the
shit.
barrier.
There-
It's
there you go,
that
yeah.
wall. That's,
yeah, I like texted
we're not
her
used to
on the day I got the dreaded soju bottles, and I was like, "Are these good flavors, or whatever?" But I texted at like 9 in the morning or whatever, and she texted
was
back, "You
asleep.
texted this at like 9 in the morning." I said, "Yeah, yeah." Like it was it was a bad thing that I texted at 9 in the morning, but I guess it was.
Nah,
of
I
her
think
sleep
she's just because she's
schedule.
a
that's when
vampire.
Yin's going to sleep. Like,
Exactly.
you can't do that.
Yeah, Yin's a vampire, so
Yeah.
like
I was like, I thought about it, like, oh yeah, because she goes to sleep that early, I guess.
Let
Yin
me
Dash
just say,
isn't
Yeah,
available at
makes
that
sense.
time.
Yeah.
God, Yin has ruined my sleep schedule. Let me just say that now. She has flipped my sleep schedule around all because I want to watch her stream. Testament to Yin right there.
No, we lose a lot of hours of sleep because of Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because yes,
Well,
because of
let's-
Yin.
For sure.
Okay, my goals for next year.
Yeah.
I want to keep doing this talk show podcast thing.
Please,
Love
please
it.
do.
I love it. Yeah.
It's a good time, I think it gives us a break in a sense, just to talk in a different way, because sometimes it's like streaming it feels like work sometimes, to keep that energy up. At least for me, it's an effort for me sometimes. So
Yeah.
it's nice to just have this. Okay, let's just let loose and just talk about stuff, and it's
Talk about
good.
the stuff that we can't talk with our viewers, even it's just the streamers or just like whatever. It's nice to get that shit out.
Just get a verbal
Or
second
it's like-
opinion, third, fourth.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even if we do try, like we can talk to somebody in the chat, but it's not the same.
Not by a mile.
There's a pacing thing where it's not like live, like immediate talking information. So
Yeah, there's a delay.
kind of difference. Yeah, there's obviously a
Twitch,
delay
fix
there.
that delay. What's wrong with you? Fix the delay, Twitch.
Well,
Take-
I'm not even talking about that, but it's like
You gotta wait
one
on the
person's
Monster
typing
Cat
and
money
it's
to
typing
come in
versus
first.
speaking. So
Yeah, the monster cat money. Yeah.
Yin says, I think a lot about Jimocchio said one of his hobbies was having a Twitch addiction. Oh yeah,
I think
guess
we're
so.
all addicts.
Everybody's an addict.
yeah.
You are.
Everybody that streams is an addict. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
what
The
you
amount of
say.
money I've spent on Twitch, not even like streaming, but like on other people's channels, like
Just like subs
it adds
and bits.
up, and I'm
Yeah,
just
it
like,
adds up.
it's worth it. It's worth.
It's totally worth it.
But
Dude,
for the
I'm proud to
emotes?
say,
I just want to support people. I just want to get that founder
Yeah.
badge. Like,
dude,
Yeah, it feels really good to support.
It does.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
It feels great.
I'm proud to say all my bits to Yin are the free bits. I didn't simp for nobody. What's up?
are you? You got? That's a lot of.
That's a lot of ad grinding. Yeah.
God damn.
I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna be number one, and then fucking LA Kings came out of nowhere. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But,
Have you guys ever
yeah.
been accused of being a simp?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I told them I was crippled and to fuck off, and they did.
Okay.
I was like, how dare you call me a simp? You should simp for me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, I
It,
can't say.
it happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, I
Really?
remember. Yeah, Jim was talking about that.
Like, hey, Big Bird, that's a really nice shirt pocket, by the way.
Oh,
There we
thank
go.
you.
That's all I said. That's all I said to one streamer. And that's like another viewer was like, simp. And like my only defense is the truth, right? I like shirt pockets. I
Those
think
shirt
they're
pockets
pretty
are
cool.
nice.
It's like,
That's an actual
good.
talking.
Jim, you nasty dog.
yeah. No, the guy was like, "Hey, eyes up here." Not the streamer, but the other viewer.
You
Think-
pervert.
thankfully,
You
No,
pervert.
thankfully
Why
I,
are
I
you
was
looking in your
defended
shirt
by the
pocket?
streamer, so that went fine. But I was like, what the? Just a shirt pocket.
That's what God, yo.
Your pocket.
That's like me saying, Yin, you have nice feet. Like what?
No,
Yeah.
no,
No,
it's
that's
really
Jets,
not.
uh,
It's
multiple
really
Oh, I don't
levels.
know
not.
about that.
No, it is.
That's
I'm a
This is a
simp.
bit
What's
It's a
different.
different sort of
That's
thing.
Time to shave my eyebrow. Hold on.
Yeah, he'll do it.
I mean, I'll do it. Hold up.
Let's see. I do want to do stream sports at some point. I just haven't done it yet. It's just more just a matter of okay, just download whatever and do it.
Wait, did you even
Because
say sports? Esports?
no, like ping pong, tennis,
Ah,
badminton,
live
maybe, or
sports.
like live sports.
Ah.
Yeah. So, because I've always been growing up, I played sports in middle school, high school mainly, but it's very much a part of who I am or what I like to do. So that's one of the things I want to try and start to do for the next year.
Yeah, I love sports too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get a
you
question
grew up with all that.
Mhm.
Didn't you do a few
Virtual
streams
sports.
like that, Big Bird?
Yeah, tennis streams.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
think the closest thing to sports for me would be chess because that's all I can do. But I'd love to stream that.
Chess is a sport.
We should
Yeah.
do a chess stream.
Ooh, chess
Oh,
I'm
That
so
would be-
rusty at
Can we
chess.
have a
Like,
stream like chess championships with like brackets and stuff?
Oh, with
With
Yes.
us?
That'd be
Oh,
so
that'd be
cool.
great.
I like the
I
idea.
kind of like the
Can we
idea.
do
Yeah. I'm terrible at chess, though. I'm like really.
I
bad.
mean,
Oh,
me
me
too.
I think we're
So-
I think we're all shitty.
I
That
think
would be so cool, actually.
yeah,
That'd be a great
now
idea.
making the bracket is the easy part, right? Now it's just like how do you make it so that it's actually
Fair.
viewable in a proper way? Well, a chessboard, it's kind of a
schedule matches. And
You
Or-
can do you can go
you
to
talking about-
chess.com.
Mhm,
or Yahoo
chess.com.
Chess or something.
Yeah,
Yahoo
Yahoo
Chess.
Okay.
That sounds like such a boomer thing. Yahoo Chess, guys.
I remember Yahoo Chess.
Yahoo
I remember
Chess.
all of those. I used to play on those. Chess and
still a-
checkers.
Sure.
Did we talk via AIM? Did we just go on AIM
I
for old
used
time's
to,
sake?
yeah.
Yeah.
So what
God.
about it? I remember
You guys
dial-up.
might not know Zanga.
I had a
Zynga?
Zynga.
You had a
Sounds so
Zanga?
I had a
cool.
Zynga.
I think
I'm
me
as
and
old
Multi-
as you, Jim. Pretty much.
Me and Multi don't know what the fuck that is.
You guys
but
have no
okay.
idea what we're talking about, though.
Zynga?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you even spell that?
I had to go to
Zynga.
I went to the
Wait.
library to make my Zynga. I did mine on the computer.
Oh, you. Oh,
computer on the,
oh my
at the
God.
library when I made
What a
mine.
boomer. He went to a library.
The library.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
They are a great resource that still continues to survive even today.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Bean, you know what a Zynga is? What the hell is it?
Wait, no, I didn't.
X starts with
It's
an X.
X.
Oh, well, Bean spelled it
never
with a
mind.
Z. It
I played
threw me
Maple
off.
Story. Does that like? Do I get some street cred for that?
Sure.
I watched my sister play Neopets. Like,
Oh, yeah, I had a Neopet when I was a boomer. I mean, kid.
Okay, so for those who don't know, Zynga is basically like a blog type site. It's like you decorate your own like page and you can make it however you want. It was like it came out before MySpace. I think MySpace sort of came in and
MySpace.
kicked it out,
Yeah.
and everyone
yeah.
wanted to be friends with Tom. Right? That was his name, Tom from MySpace.
Fucking Tom.
You're like he automatically comes as your friend. But like yeah, Zynga was the big one first. Like I
Yeah.
remember I had a page.
Yeah, Zing was cool. Yeah, it had a lot of customizability just to make it feel the way you wanted it to.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it was pretty good. It was a good
I
time.
don't
It was a good
remember
time.
that, or I've never had one of that, but it sounds amazing. Let's go.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Bring
Yeah.
it back in 2020. Let's go.
yeah, they should make it so we can make our Twitch channels, like Twitch channel pages, like Zanga.
I kind of wish we could remove the channel trailer crap. Like I appreciate why
hate
it's
that.
there.
I'm about
like,
to
it's
upload
useless.
some stupid video, so I don't have to keep getting that you need a video to play when you're
yes.
when you're online.
I-
Shut the
Oh,
hell
that guy.
up! Like,
That
Shut
guy.
up.
Yeah, I
Shut
know.
up,
I need to
shut
make
up.
one for that too.
Yeah.
I DM'd that guy, and he talked to me for a minute. The DJ Wheat guy. Fuck, no, I'm kidding. He's actually a nice dude, but like, fuck your channel trailer shit, bro. It's not it.
yeah,
Get that
speaking
shit
of,
out
I'm
of
just
here.
gonna upload some random ass video I have on my desktop just to get rid of that.
I'm just gonna upload
Yeah.
that video of my sister like looking at my fade and me telling her to fuck off. That is my channel trailer.
That works.
But I have like I have a
That
15
sounds
second
not bad.
video. I have a 15-second video of my sister just randomly rolling up with her phone and being like, "Look at that fade though," and I'm eating nuggets, and I was like, "I'm eating nuggets. Fuck
Oh,
off."
I've seen that. I love that.
Yeah, I'll just make that my channel trailer. Call me the nugget streamer. I'm eating nuggets. Fuck off. Welcome to the channel.
I don't know, is anyone else gonna do the challenge again for nuggets to
Fuck
beat
no.
the record?
Not me.
Yeah,
Fuck
anyone
that.
gonna beat 81?
You won. You won. I mean, I
only-
could. I could.
Congratulations!
I could, but
You-
honestly,
you
who
did
wants
it.
who wants to eat all that stuff? It's just like it's
Yeah,
not.
We gotta
81's
It's
wait
one
for
thing if it were
Yin to
like
start the next challenge.
yeah, it's one thing if
like-
it were like what Krispy Kreme donuts or something like that, right?
81 is the record.
But like,
I wanna eat-
chicken. I
I wanna
mean, you're
eat-
eating real chicken. It's like
Like the idea of eating 20 sounds good. Times
20,
four,
20's fine.
it's just insane.
20's
It's
Times
like
fine.
your
four
mouth
episodes.
gets so tired. It was awful. It was just like I gotta do this like 20 more, like 80 more times. What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
My God. Ew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
70,
it's not that
70
good.
was 70 was a good place to stop for me. I was like, okay. I mean, I can go. I mean, I had 50 other nuggets. I just looked at the other boxes. I'm like, I can do that, but I might just die after I eat this.
yeah.
No,
Like,
no,
I
that's
don't-
what that.
I
I,
don't
swear
know
to God,
if it's
that,
worth it.
that's what Yen wants. She wants us to die on stream.
Like, I would get to the
Pussy
point where, like, Yen, I don't know if you saw the clip where she, like, puts the nugget in her mouth, and she doesn't even start chewing. She's like,
She
spits
just
it
does
back
this
out.
whole-
It's like my
what I was
body
doing
rejects
for, like,
it.
the last 20. It was awful. Like, I have so much respect.
Yeah. It's awful.
We respect you so much now.
Yeah, it's
Multi-
it's tough. It was
You have
so
earned
bad.
so much respect by doing that.
Oh
Yeah.
This is all Yen's fault,
Yeah.
but I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yin, can we have like a baby carrot challenge? You know, like celery with peanut butter, raisins, or something like
Can
that?
we have a rice eating stream? Can I just like eat rice, like
Oh,
a fuck ton of
God.
rice? Can I embrace my rice eating
You're right.
abilities?
You're right.
And-
Eating
rice for the
skills.
last 20 years? Can we? Like,
Well, hey, that's perfect for me. I can eat
Since-
rice for
since
20
birth.
years. Let's go.
yeah,
Since
really.
before birth too.
Oh,
Dude, I have to
Krispy
learn how to
Kreme
eat
burger
with chopsticks.
challenge.
Krispy Kreme burger? What?
Krispy Kreme's dirt.
Oh, have you never seen those?
No, is that like
I've
a heart
seen
attack
Krispy
on a
Kreme
burger?
burgers.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I've
It's like
seen
the
Krispy
two
Kreme.
donuts as like the buns and like a burger in between. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make a mukbang stream out of that. Hold up. Where can I buy one of those?
Krispy
No idea.
Kreme donuts with jam in it, right? Jelly filled.
I
Mm.
don't
The
think
only,
I've
like,
ever.
The only jelly-filled donut I've had is a Boston cream donut. Like
Those
that's
are
the
good.
closest
Oh,
thing. Yeah, those
that
are
sounds good.
solid.
That also
Yeah.
is good. Yeah.
But like in terms of any other jelly-filled donuts, no.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good
That's
with
not jelly.
fried chicken.
Yes.
Fried chicken. Yeah, I've had that before.
Ah,
2 jelly filled, like raspberry jelly filled donuts, and then fried chicken in the middle.
Oh,
that sounds
good.
like-
That
that
It's a good
sounds so
mix.
Dude, that sounds
King
so
crab
American.
in the middle.
Oh, king crab. Two
hell?
donuts. Oh
That's not-
man. I
Two
don't
very
know.
different worlds
That's
there.
that's kind of different.
You ruined it. You just ruined it. Oh, that's
King
gross.
crab. Ew.
Hey, you have to do
That-
it since you mentioned it. That's your
For
challenge
some
now.
reason, that reminds me of
Alright.
the.
Do
You
it.
remember KFC came out with that like the two.
Oh yeah, the heart
chicken-
attack something.
Yeah, whatever that thing was. The two chicken
Yeah.
acted as the buns, and then there was like ham and cheese and a bunch of stuff in between the two fried chicken stuff.
I mean, it
was
makes
kinda-
sense. Like it makes sense. Like people would eat that separately, sure.
Yeah,
Like, in
separately.
the same
yeah,
meal, But when you put it
Yeah.
together, all of a sudden it's just why.
I don't know.
It's
Right.
a hard attack for sure.
Yeah.
That's why That's why Twitch is great, because you can just stream it and call it content. Why? Like,
Exactly.
you wouldn't buy it normally, but you would for the stream. You know?
Yeah, I couldn't
Isn't
Yeah,
that
believe
like
people were watching me
it's
eat
true.
nuggets on stream. It was
I
just,
could,
Yeah, really. That was wild. It was just
Yeah.
I
like,
couldn't believe, I couldn't
we live
believe
in a
people came to
society.
watch me shave.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
yeah, watch you shave, watch us eat nuggets.
Have a good one, Yin.
Bye, Ian. Jim, you're the
Oh,
only
Yen's
normal
leaving
one. You
again?
had a puppet show. Like that's
Hold
actually
on.
content.
Bye, Yin.
That's
Hold
true.
on.
That is.
Oh,
Hold on.
That's
it was
actually
Yin
fun.
streaming
content,
tonight?
and I enjoy
It
it.
was. I know. I saw Mike's message in the middle of it. This is content.
Yeah, this
I
is
was like, okay,
content.
sure.
This is what I
This is
subscribe for.
certified content.
Yeah. It
OnlyFans
was
win.
fun. I mean,
Mhm.
the disaster of it was hilarious.
Well,
It was a good time.
to be honest, Jim, it wasn't that bad. I think you just got shy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it went well. I think it went
It was fun. It
pretty
was
well for
fun.
what it was, for the difficulty of, oh, this is how difficult it is to do a puppet sort of show alone.
Yeah,
Like there's
without
a
any
lot of
other
work
Alone.
that,
people. Yeah, there's a
yeah,
lot
I
of
was like,
moving
okay,
parts. Yeah.
I gotta like maneuver my arms around so I'm not like visible. But as soon as the
Imagine,
pieces of paper
imagine.
started like cluttering up at the bottom, I was like, oh no. But that was the
That
fun
was
part, just trying
hilarious.
to swing it off.
yeah.
That was
Yeah, it was fun.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Oh my
Soybean, I
god.
hope your studies are going well. Yeah, you only
Whew.
have a few more days. What, the 8th and the 9th, right? That's when your finals are,
Oh,
I think.
best of
Wait,
luck.
Good luck.
somebody's asking
Yeah.
for Pokemon fans? No.
I am a Pokemon fan, Gurane.
Oh, sorry, this guy's a Pokemon
I'm
fan.
a Pokemon fan. I actually started with
This
Pokemon.
guy over here.
This guy over here. This way.
Wait, shit. I pointed the wrong.
This way.
I like Gen
No,
1 Pokemon. That's it.
This
Well, actually,
guy's a
Gen
schmuck.
2
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah,
Those-
those two are. I think the first. I stopped
Good
after
years.
the fifth gen of games, which is black and white, basically.
Of
After
course
that,
you'd
I
stop
stopped
there.
playing. Yeah,
Good old black and white.
those are good games, though.
I never played Black.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. And I'll probably end up playing all of them at one point on my channel.
I agree. I've never played a Pokemon game before, so I'd be interested in streaming that for the
Never.
content. Never.
Never.
I was poor. I didn't even have a fucking
Yeah.
Game Boy, so like I've never played none of that shit.
Yeah, I brought it up to Yin once too. Yin doesn't know anything about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
Pokemon is the only
wasn't.
turn-based game I will play.
It's hard to even think of it as a turn-based game, but like
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
I mean, because
Pokemon's
you're
so
walking, because
Sounds
you're
like-
walking around a lot, and then it turns into a turn-based game. So it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
God. But yeah, I definitely would stream Pokemon. I don't know what Pokemon I'd play, but it definitely seems cool. Everybody seems to love these pocket monsters.
Where's my Pokemon Battle Royale? I'll play the hell out of that.
I'm waiting for the Pokemon mobile game. That's a battle royale.
Oh god.
At the very least, you should. My two favorite Pokemon are Snorlax and Zapdos. Both of them are from Gen
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, I know about Gen 1.
Yeah, and they just so happen to work out that one's a big bird and the other one's kind of like a big daddy. So it just sort of worked out with the name too. Totally unplanned, but it worked out.
I mean, it
Oh.
also helps. It also helps that you're wearing a blue shirt too, because you look like
Origins.
Snorlax. So.
Yeah. Origin
Oh
stories.
God. Oh, do you
just
guys
got it.
want to?
Guys,
Do you guys want to know how I got my name? My
You were
my
very
username?
mad one
Mad.
day.
No, everybody assumes that,
We
but
did it.
no, that's not how that happened.
mean-
It was actually completely different. So this is like my freshman year of high school. I was in my science class, and I had to dress up like a scientist, and somebody like. I was high as fuck at the time, like smoking weed at 15 or whatever, but I was stoned, right? Somebody took a picture of me and said, you're a mad scientist. I'm gonna call you Mad Mike. And ever since then, that fucking name stuck with
Hey.
me all throughout high school. And
High
now
school.
everybody assumes I'm an angry person, and then like I just converted that to my gamer tag, and now it's that's me now. I'm Mad Mike. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
got
good.
Big Bird in high school, and then
It's
Yeah.
a really interesting origin story.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I was in biology class and I was wearing protective gear. I think I have the picture somewhere. I can show you guys, but yeah, no. Like I have the exact picture saved on my phone where I got my username. It's fucking weird.
That's cool.
Hmm.
That's cool.
But yeah. What about you, Jim? What made you want to become Pinocchio?
He watched Pinocchio
Uh,
and decided to add Jim to it. I don't know.
All right,
No,
that's
he
a wrap.
no
That's
There
it.
no
you
he
go. We
went
got it.
no,
Podcast
no
In the
he wanted to be
podcast.
a real
that's not
boy.
even the. I don't think I even enjoyed that movie very much. But
What?
Well
Really?
then, so
no,
what made you?
the it's just so the name Jim just it's just so easy to make a bunch of nicknames out of it.
Yeah,
So many, and then Jimocchio was like, oh, okay, I made that myself. Okay, that's what I'm gonna use. Um, and I've you know
true.
I've had it for like years, so not used it, but like I've no made it up years ago. So it's the one
Hmm.
I thought was like why I'm using it. It's just it's a nice pleasing name. I don't know. It's welcoming, I guess. It's
Hmm.
not threatening in any sort of way. So that's why I use it.
Yeah,
I
that
gotcha.
Jimokio guy is kind of sus. I don't know.
Well, I guess because of
there's not.
Pinocchio, it has like a more of a positive connotation to it, to the sound of it. I guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
exactly. It's just
I
like
like
sort of
it.
thrown off by
lighthearted
it.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of story to it though. It's like because the story really is just like I'm making a bunch of nicknames for myself because a lot of people call me stuff too. Like
Yeah.
like Jimmy, for example. It's like,
Hi, hey Jimmy, how
but
you
I
doing?
get that. Yeah, so I
Jimmy,
get a lot
Jimo.
from you. But yeah,
I call
Jimmo
Jim
is
I
the
call
newest
Jim Jimmy
one.
a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like Jim resents me for it too. He's like, stop calling me Jimmy.
Papa
Jimmy.
Jim. That's the newest one, right?
Papa Jim.
Papa Jim. God.
Yeah,
Uncle
Papa
You
Jim.
did
Jim.
that to yourself. Like
No,
Why?
you just
soybean did it
kept
to be
saying
honest.
like, "Oh, I could
Soybean did
be
that.
Yeah, soybean.
God.
Papa
Papa Jim.
Jim.
Papa
Papa
Jim."
Jimmo. Like
Papa
why?
Jim.
Why is that even a thing? I don't get it.
Oh,
I'm not fatherly to you guys. I don't know. It's not like
you're more like Uncle Jim to me. What the fuck?
yeah, Uncle Jim's fine.
Uncle Jim.
But it's like I don't want certain people to call me that. I don't want anybody to call me Papa
Certain
Jim.
people.
Actually,
Who are those certain people? Name them now.
I
Name
only
them
want
and
like
shame them.
my nieces and nephews to call me Uncle Jim, and I don't want anybody
Papa,
to call me Papa Jim.
Papa Jim.
Well, listen here, Papa
That is
Jim.
more than fair. That is more than reasonable,
There,
and you will never
it's
have to
like
explain that.
right.
At this point, I'm
I
used
know.
to people calling me daddy, so
Hi,
I'm very
Daddy.
used to it. Hey, how you doing?
Uh,
Like I'm just used to it
what the fuck are we doing?
now. Are you winning, Mike? Are you winning?
Are you winning, son?
Uh,
You're my real dad, Pog. I'm
Yeah.
Asian. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, no.
uh,
Here's the real question. What the fuck does MBM stand for in your name?
yeah. Like what the heck?
He really
Whoa,
likes
Jim, the
bananas.
language, damn.
I said
Different
heck. I
multiple
said heck.
types of bananas.
um,
I'm waiting for Jim to
you guys want
curse
to
on stream.
guess? Like,
Let me guess. Magic Banana Man.
close.
That's close.
Multi Banana Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Aha!
Multiple
it's
bananas.
so
Wait, is it
Wow.
like because one bunch of bananas is multiple bananas? Is that how your
no,
mind
it's
thinks?
really a lot dumber than you think it is. Like,
No, that was pretty dumb already, but
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a lot dumber than.
it's pretty bad already. So how bad can
oh
it
my
get?
god. It
So
could be
it was
worse.
basically when I had to make in a like. I shouldn't even explain anymore. Like, that's it.
No,
That's
dude, no, you have to,
No.
no.
You're
yeah. No, I
baking
will.
banana bread.
Uh, so really, it was like when I was setting up an account for Maple Story. That was like the first online game I ever played with my sisters. I was like I was like 7 at the time, so I was like really young. For some reason, like I called myself Banana Man 321. I don't know why. That's literally just it. Banana Man 321. I think at one point I was gonna call myself Watermelon Man or some shit. It was so stupid. Um, and then and then I wanted to make a YouTube, right? I wanted to make a YouTube account, not to upload videos, but just so I could post, so I could like comment stuff. And then they're like, Banana Man 321 is taken. And then you know how they give you the suggestions for what you should name your, what name you should get after your name is taken? Like, it could have been Banana Man 3212, Banana Man 32789. No, I decided to go for the option that adds a whole extra word to my name. It makes it so much longer, and it was multi Banana Man. And
Banana Man.
the reason why it's MBM321 is because, first of all, I don't know, like the word multi, like I can't use that. I'm assuming someone else already has that on Twitch, which is really weird because it's a really weird name to have to begin with. And
multiplier.
also because of the logo too. Some guy just randomly made this logo for me that I have on my channel, and I've stuck with it for the last 6 years because I don't know how to get another one. So you make with what you got.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's my origin.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
You could have been Watermelon Man. That's fucking hilarious.
I could have been WBM,
Watermelon Man.
MWM.
Or IBM.
IBM.
WMD.
IBS 321.
I'm the yes.
Oh my god, I should change my name.
No 245. That's me, guys. No means no in my country. Oh God. Well, this is exactly what I wanted out of a podcast, to be honest. I love you guys.
Good.
This was great. You gotta upload this on Spotify somehow.
Oh, I'm ripping this off of Big Bird's Twitch and uploading it to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I need to steal it. I need to steal it back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, steal it back.
Well, technically, I don't even need to steal it. I can literally go into his VODs and just download
it. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you get the access.
You can do that because you're a mod, right?
He's a mod,
no, I can do that because
he has an editor option.
Yeah, I'm editor role. That gives me like basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I'm editor, I can see everybody's dashboards and do like they could do.
And I should be able to download it and then just re-upload it to my own channel, right?
I don't know if you can upload the Twitch.
I don't know if you can upload it to Twitch necessarily.
No.
Can we Google that real quick?
Is that possible? You can definitely upload videos that you have on your.
Oh yeah, because they have they had that dumb Premiere feature. I remember that.
Okay.
Where you could upload videos. I remember that.
Oh,
shit.
okay. Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. Yeah.
I don't know how to do it, but I know it's possible.
I will figure it out.
Oh, this is a question I have. Because like we're all streamers, what gave you your first idea for your first emote?
First emote.
Yeah, first emote. I don't even have my first emote anymore. I got rid of it.
Well,
go ahead. You
my first emote was the Gasm emote. I was forced to do that. When I was streaming.
It was during the ice cream stream.
Yeah, during the ice cream stream at the end, and I think it was Wumbo said, "Do the Kantaro face thing," and so I did that, and he like clipped the picture of it, and I made
Thank you,
my
Wumbo.
first emote. So now everybody uses it, which is awesome. I'm very happy.
It's a good one.
Like it.
I think Yin asked earlier, what is your favorite emote? And I said that's my favorite emote.
Oh, that's what I forgot to ask. Also, I was gonna ask you guys like, what are some of your favorite emotes that you've seen this year?
For me, it's the Mr. Chin Chin finger hearts.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
And the Asian Jesus never dies. That shit's hilarious.
I think we all should
a meme.
I think we all should just like put in our emotes into the chat right now. some
Oh
of our
yeah, here.
favorite ones.
Product placement, guys.
That'd
If
be
you
good.
love my emotes, please subscribe to me because I'm a broke bitch and I need your money. Shameless plug. Aha.
Definitely have some favorites.
Here's my current emotes. Enjoy.
They're my favorite emotes.
I mean, thankfully they're all at the top, so
All the Square Gang emotes. Hell yeah.
yeah. Those are my favorites for the year. Some of my most used for sure.
My favorite emote isn't even an emote technically. It's taking the yin mad face and putting glasses on it.
Oh yeah?
I do enjoy the she clap one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's got a bunch of good ones.
Aw, Multi put my emote. I love it. Thank you.
It's a good one. Heart emotes, like,
Oh yeah, that's why I
underrated.
did that.
You need
That's
them.
why I did that. Yeah.
Heart fingers.
This
I mean,
was my
but
first
the best
emote.
one is the heart fingers.
What the what? I can't even read the text on that, but it's like the Scream
Exactly.
Mask.
Yeah.
It's
It's,
like you took the Scream Mask character and what does it say?
It's Ghostface, and it says get an ace because I used to play DBD all the time, and
Oh
I would
fuck.
only play Ghostface. And then I had a
Hmm.
friend John that would always come in. Like he wouldn't even stay. He would just come in every time I played a game, just like get an ace. I was like, I had to get this as a move.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I think something similar happened to me that made my first emote. So when I first started streaming, I had the beard going for me, right? You know, like I had the long ass beard, and then randomly, like somebody in another stream called me Wheelchair Jesus after seeing what I was like, and then those same people like came to my channel and just kept calling me Wheelchair Jesus, and so I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'll make a Wheelchair Jesus hype emote, and that was my emote for the longest time until I
Yeah.
got more subscribers, and then I changed my shit around recently.
Oh, we don't have the wheelchair anymore
No,
available?
I got rid of it, but I might bring it back to make it like a bit emote, like the 1,000-bit unlock emote. I don't know how to set that, but I would love to make that my bit emote unlock, just for the meme.
The sad mic is pretty good.
The sad mic is just the real
It's
me.
funny.
Let's be honest.
It's just funny.
Anytime I'm not on stream, I'm crying. I promise you.
Oh.
I'm
Oh
alone,
no.
crying in the corner.
Mike, no.
This is
Crying.
No, Mike.
emote.
Wait, what? What the fuck even is that, Multi? I genuinely don't know what the
Me and
fuck it
my
is.
emote artist screwing around.
Oh my god. It looks like a watermelon, but in reverse.
It's wearing. It's
Watermelon, huh?
The scuffed heart wearing an Adidas mask.
What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously? Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm not joking. Like you click on it.
It's so zoomed out, it's hard to see. So it's like that. It just looks like a speck. It looks like a white speck. I'm like,
That's a dark chocolate heart. Or
Yes.
strawberry. Strawberry heart.
yeah, a dark chocolate bento crumpet thing. There you go.
Well, okay, guys. Did we answer all the questions here?
Well, we answered our own questions. Does chat have any real questions? If not,
Oh yeah. Thanks for bringing that reminding. So if this was on my stream, I would have also announced a Q&A, which is available on my Discord, but you can also do it in the chat. But this is Big Bird's channel right now, so if you want
so
to
you
run
can
it,
be so
however,
Jim, you can be unwholesome as long as you want. Let's go. Let's get the real Jim.
maybe I'm not going to answer certain questions though.
I mean, you don't have to. It's not required to answer every question.
You can just stare into the camera in extreme disdain and disappointment if you don't approve of the question.
Yeah.
That'll prevent them from ever asking something.
Shaking my head. It looks like there's no questions, so there we go. So,
Perfect.
Yeah, it's
All
almost
right,
Whatever.
all right. You guys are useless. Goodbye.
well, are you ready for karaoke? Because Big Bird is
Oh,
going to be
fuck
hosting
me.
Twitch Sings. It is such a critical time right now. The month of December. It's our final month with
It
Twitch
is.
Twitch
It
Sings. So
is. Yeah.
really, it's been really great to see Big Bird most of all taking advantage of. Well, taking
Well,
advantage doesn't make
Big
sense
Bird's
anymore, but
going to
it's like he's
save
making
Twitch
the best
sings.
use of it.
well, the thing with Big Bird is he can actually sing, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, Big Bird's pretty good.
We're all tone
Extremely well.
deaf.
So yeah, Wumbo. It is question time. If anybody has any questions, and as long as our guest hosts and everybody are okay with answering questions. Some people aren't comfortable with Q&A, by the way, so it's fine if you don't want to. So,
All right, so I'll
but
make this disclaimer now. Any questions that are made, we have the right and privilege not to answer them.
there we go.
Yeah,
True.
that's simple.
There we go. For Christmas, what do you plan to do? Garinell, Garinay. That's an I?
Yeah.
Garinay
Yeah.
asks,
I can answer
Christmas
that.
plans. There you go.
So for Christmas, I'm planning to get drunk on my birthday and make it last until Christmas, so I can ignore all the kids and pretend like I didn't have Christmas.
Oh my god.
Pretend that there are no
3
kids.
days.
Yeah, just like you kids don't exist in my mind now. I'm faded. Let's go. That's gonna be my plan. I'm just gonna go on a bender for 4 days.
Seriously, Wumbo? You want us to do that? I
Okay,
don't
Before
how do we
know.
do
make-
this?
I
How
don't
do
know
we
if I
do
want
this?
to do this.
Uh,
Okay, here's my portion.
I'm one-handed, so
That, Jim, where's that even
wait,
going?
our
No,
cameras are
you
in
have to
different.
connect.
Our cameras are in
Wait,
different
maybe
spots.
I don't know if the
though.
view is different for everybody because I'm at the top right for. Yeah,
God
I'm at
damn
the
it, Jim.
top right.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, multi, give me a hug.
Wait,
No, the heart has
wait.
to be in
You-
the center
Oh,
here.
Jim,
It
fuck you,
has to
Jim.
connect right here.
Wait,
The heart needs to be in this corner.
what are you guys? I'm
Wait,
so
everything-
confused. Like,
everything is
We
it's
don't-
opposite for me though.
This
Like
is
Oh, is it?
you're
actually
on
really-
you're on my right, so.
So for me,
Really?
multi's on my right, Jim's on my left.
We can't do it.
Let's
not
do-
possible.
is it not
This
how it
is how-
looks like for you on the stream? Like,
It's impossible. Wait, are you on a Mac? Are you on a Mac, Big Bird?
No.
What the fuck does that matter?
Okay, it's not that flip thing
I'm on
or
PC.
whatever.
Yeah, you can look at my stream.
I mean,
That's
I
exactly
don't know.
how
It's
I.
not even that doesn't
yeah,
make
that's
sense
exactly
either.
how I have it
That's
too.
how I have you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm at the top
Wait.
right.
Wait, so
I'm at the top right.
But shouldn't you be
Oh,
the
so-
other way then?
yeah, you.
So for me, you guys are
Oh,
all
because it's-
you guys are all left to right for me.
Okay,
We
so-
gotta
so
be
is-
on
like
top of each
this. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah. And then I'm.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you
okay.
do that. No, Big Bird, you gotta do it the other way.
other. Big Bird, the other way, man.
No, but
That makes no
on my
sense.
screen,
That makes
on
no
my
sense.
screen,
Yes, it
I connects over here.
Fuck off.
Look,
No,
you
Big Bird
gotta
and I
do
have
the
to.
curve up top. You gotta do the
Okay,
curve
I'll
up
go
top.
this way. Jimmy, go to the other
Oh,
way.
we could
then.
make two hearts actually.
Everyone just do a
Just do a heart. Why don't you each just do
Just-
one?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Heart for you. What? This is for you, Wumbo.
This is my heart. Let's
Oh,
go.
what the fuck? That's messed up.
Oh, Minji. Okay, Minji K heart. K heart.
Is this?
There you go.
Yeah, here's my
Fingers.
heart.
That's
Heart
just,
fingers.
just K heart.
Happy heart, Twitch.
Oh man, good question.
That was a good
Um,
question. Yeah.
Let's see.
Any
Christmas
other
plans.
questions? Let's go.
Christmas is family time, so I don't know if there's anything unique.
You know what, Soybean? Why don't you hop on here and do a heart? Okay, shut
So
up.
why don't you try streaming, huh? Why
Yeah,
don't you see what it's
Canadian.
like?
Let's go. Get on stream right now. Let's go. Come in here. Join the call.
You're a tool.
Soybean wants to talk shit. She can get on the voice call. Let's go.
No, Soy's supposed to join Twitch Things later.
She can join
Oh,
right now.
can't
Let's go.
she'll make it.
I think
You'll
she
make it,
might.
Soybean.
Can I wait? Can y'all take a
Wumbo,
shot of
I'm
soda?
No.
gonna spend
Next
water.
question.
Only
Just
Big Bird drinks soju. I'm sorry.
I would. But
Okay. Well, are we ready to
I-
segue into karaoke now?
Yeah, I think I need to take a break. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
too.
saying, I'm
too.
not
I'm gonna
doing
end
karaoke.
this-
amazing.
So,
but
guys,
I
how
need to-
about this? I'm gonna end stream for like 20-30 minutes so we have time to recover. I'll go back on around 8:15 and then we can start the karaoke stream.
And
That-
while,
is
while
that
you're
okay
doing
with you
that, I'm
guys? Well, 8:15
Yeah, that's
for me.
fine.
That'll be 11 or whatever, 11:15 for you guys.
I don't think I'm gonna join the karaoke because my voice is literally tone deaf. So yeah.
No worries. We'll have I can add up to 5 other people with me.
Well, good.
So-
Don't add me.
And
Oh,
we can
yeah.
always rotate people out. So
You gotta get Minji in there.
Yeah, Minji's gonna
Yeah.
join. That's good.
Speaking of Minji, I've only met her once, but she seems really cool.
Yeah, she's all right. Minji, what are you talking about, Minji? Why are you acting so confused?
Oh,
Damn.
hi Minji. It's
Hello,
you.
Minji. I
I
haven't
said
exactly.
I said you're awesome and cool. That's what I said.
I don't know why they're hating on you, Minji. You seem like a really cool person. Hello.
And she's cool.
If they shit on you, I'll shit on them. That's how it works.
Until she
That's Yin's job.
until
Not
her and
anymore. It's my
Yin
job.
until
Yin's
her and
canceled.
Yin gang up on you and force you to drink soju.
Joke's on you. I would love to get ganged up on. Let's go.
Anyway,
Let's,
yeah.
I'll drink 3 bottles of soju just for the fun of it.
All right, so yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back on. Give me like a 30-minute break, guys, and let
Yeah.
these guys recover from a almost 4-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Oh wow, jeez.
And then
God. Have we almost talked for 4 hours? Can we go with the
Yeah.
extra 10 minutes? Just make it 4 hours and cut it
No,
off?
no.
No,
I'm
Shout out to
tired.
I
Jim
think that's
for
okay.
recording this and scheduling this. Thank you, Jim,
Yeah,
for
big
having
Yeah,
thanks,
us
Jim,
yeah.
on.
thank you so much.
No,
yeah, this is
like
great.
I want to say thanks to you guys because it's this wouldn't happen without support, you know.
Yeah.
Being able to do this, and this was a good time too. This was fun, and it's really a great kickstart to the other episodes coming up. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to do this, and
Yeah, of course.
this
Yeah,
it really it's
definitely.
just been a great time being able to showcase this sort of a thing for everybody out there. And to everybody out there too, there's going to be a lot of different topics coming up down the line as well, with rotating guest hosts and everything. But so these faces you see here, you'll see again for sure, for
Oh,
sure.
Wait, you're telling me
So
I'm actually going to go back on here? Yay.
someday,
Someday.
but maybe not the next
No.
one.
He's like,
We'll-
maybe not the next
The
one. You
series
canceled.
finale, maybe.
We'll see.
Well,
We'll
God
see.
damn it. This is why I'm starting my own
The
podcast.
Jim Jam podcast after
Yo,
dark.
Yin's beating my score in Beat Saber. God damn it! All right,
Who?
I got
Oh, again.
What?
Yin's
Yin-
beating my Beat Saber scores. I got work to do.
Hey, before we end stream, is there anybody we want to raid? Because we are streamers and we should raid somebody.
Oh, that's true.
That sounds good.
Pay it forward.
Rate it for now for 30 minutes. You guys have any
Yeah.
ideas? Who's on right now?
Can we Google or Google? Can we Twitch podcast? Can we like look up podcast and rate another podcast?
Rate another podcast.
How many podcasts do you want?
Well,
Oh,
I'm
Big
thinking
Bird's on.
the amount
Never mind.
I'm
Yeah,
on.
I love Big Bird. You could raid Big Bird right now. It'd be totally fun to. Sometimes it's fun to just raid into Mr. Chan Chan's.
Oh yeah,
Because when you catch him at the right time, it's like,
dance.
oh,
He
it's so
dances when you raid him. He'll dance
great. Yeah.
like a crazy person.
No, he's busy in the middle of a shooter game.
Oh, well then rip.
Let's see.
That time.
Out of people I know,
Oh.
there's Bookworm Commuter, there's Necro Warrior, there's Modod216, there's I Am Awestruck. There's
Nine
Arachna.
Arachna.
Oh,
Is my
Moda was
suggestion.
here earlier.
See ya, soybean.
Bye, Soy. I'll see you in a bit.
See you
Enjoy your dinner.
To everybody that's leaving, you better hit the follow button.
Yes, and be back in about 30 minutes or so, around 8:15, 8:20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check out
We'll be
Multi's
back.
stream. Check out Mike's stream. Check out Big Bird's stream because you're here.
Yeah,
And
there-
you can check out mine if you'd
check
like.
out Jim's
There's the
stream.
links
Please.
again.
You want
Oh,
to
Please
nice.
join.
Oh,
package
cool. You
deal.
had it all set up. Dude,
I
you're a
did.
professional.
I did. I had it all set up.
He on that partner grind.
He
He wasn't kidding. He wasn't kidding.
But on a serious note, thank you for bringing this together, Jim. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me
for
on
sure.
as a test monkey. It means a lot that I was able to really come on here and do a proper podcast. So thank you.
Yeah. This feels like it's not just a scatter crap. This worked.
I
Right?
assume
Yeah, this was
It's not a
all-
disaster. This was
yeah,
great.
we all assumed that's what it was going to be, but it turned out
Oh,
way better than I think
I
anyone
mean, I
expected.
definitely didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Mister. I'm self-confident. Let's go.
Yeah, no, seriously, it means a lot to me. Thank you guys too. This is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna continue on with this and with
My
new
Twitch is
things to talk about.
MadMike1222. Is that really a question?
4.
Huh? Sorry, I was reading chat.
Yeah, MadMike1222. That's right.
MadMike1222.
I'm shook that was a question considering my name's on screen.
Oh,
What?
all right. I think
All right,
yeah.
where are we right
Uh,
into? And then I'm gonna jump away and eat some pizza.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'm just
What
gonna
kind of
jump
pizza
away.
did you get, Jim?
Yeah, we
It's
gotta
called the
know.
pepperoni magnifico.
Oh,
Whatever they call it. There's classic pepperoni, and then there's old world pepperoni, which I actually like. It's cut a little smaller. It's a different
Hmm.
type of pepperoni. I don't know. They just happen to have it. Um, with
Mukbang stream win.
no,
yeah, part two. No.
no,
No, no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no.
Yeah. Well, again, thanks you guys, and then thanks for everybody hanging out too, for supporting the podcast.
Big
Yes,
Bird,
for
hit the
sure.
raid button.
Who do I raid?
9 Arachna.
Oh, you didn't. You
Oh,
didn't click any.
Arachna? Okay.
Summit
No, I didn't.
1G, small indie streamer.
Summit 1G over here.
Asu, you know.
Alright, there we go.
All right, Poggies. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for Jim for organizing this
Shout
one
out to
more
Jim.
time.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Big
Jim.
Bird. Mad
Shout out.
Mike.
Yeah, everyone, make sure you follow their channels, and for sure, you guys will see
Uh,
more podcasts in the future.
Yeah.
At 250
Multiple
followers, I shaved
podcasts.
my eyebrows.
Yes, that's what Mike does.
Yeah,
Multiple
we're gonna-
eyebrows
At the
gone.
same
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
And,
both of my eyebrows. Let's go.
and we'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. All right, just let us take a little bit a break.
Yeah. All right. See you
All
guys.
right, see you guys at
Bye.
Arachnos. Bye.
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 Okay.
Oh
We
yeah, I
have
forgot
fun.
we're still on. Let's get it.
Okay, let me end
That's a
this.
weird
Let me end the stream.
Oh, part two.
All right. This is the After Dark section.
All right, I'm ending
Oh my
this
God.
stream now, and just making sure it went through. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.